What's up, guys? This is Ruben the Tailor from Mouth Guard Out. Like always, we always have another special guest, but let's do this. I say we jump in the intro and we'll go from there. Talk to you guys soon. Peace.
Step into the ring, yeah, we taught that fight life. Yeah. Mouth Guard Out podcast where we shine that bright light. Ruben the Tailor is do it up so clean. MMA fighters, every champ on the scene.
Nick Olson. What's up, brother?
Nice to meet you.
How you doing, man?
I'm great.
Guess what, guys? Nick Olson is one of our first hosts that actually went on the website, Mouth Guard Out Podcast, and filled it out. So he said, who are these Mouth Guard Out Podcast people, right?
Yeah.
Let me go in there, let me fill out this form, and guess what? Now he's here. So you can see, it does work. Now, one of the things that I had to do is anytime somebody fills it out, I have to send it to Jeff Peterson, which is Low Kick Combat Sports Management.
Yeah.
And he does a background check on you.
Oh, no way.
Yeah,
All right.
because he's he's the owner of Valiant Training Center, so he knows all the coaches, all the fighters.
Cool.
So anytime we get a form, I'm like, hey Jeff, check this out, man. He's like, okay, he's good.
Yeah,
he's good.
all right.
He's
Make
good.
sure you're not getting any
So
crazy.
you passed the background check. You know what I'm saying?
I
Because
haven't found any of my skeletons.
there you go, man. There you go. So cool. Well, thank you so much, man. Thank you for coming here, especially on a Sunday. I appreciate you driving. You drove all the way from where?
Huntington Beach.
Huntington Beach. That's what, like 45 minutes to an hour away?
Yeah, not bad.
On a Sunday, it's really not that bad.
It was good. Yeah, I checked the traffic this morning.
There
I was
you
like,
go.
all right.
If I would have said be here on a Friday, you would have been like, hell no,
No,
I ain't
not
going up there.
working, yeah.
It would have took you 24 hours to come here, man.
Training. Today's the rest day. So.
There you go, brother. There you go. Now, speaking of rest day, what gym do you train out of?
My main gym right now is Kings Anaheim. Kings
Really?
MMA.
Kings
yeah.
MMA.
Yeah, Benil Dariush is running the gym.
Benil Darnouche. And then Kings MMA is under Rafael Cordero.
Yeah, he's the main guy.
Hell yeah. You guys made a lot of UFC champs, man.
For sure, man. It's been...
Look it up, guys. Kings MMA.
It's the spot to be, yeah.
Oh, my God.
But yeah, I mean, I've only been living out here the last 4 or 5
Yeah.
years, and it's been amazing. All the athletes and coaches I've met through that, through Kings.
What do you mean you've been living here for a while? Where are you from?
I'm from New York.
Really?
Yeah.
What
yeah.
part?
So I grew up Long Island.
Okay.
And before I came out here, I was living in New York City for almost 7, 8 years.
You and Tina Pettigrew. I don't know if you know she is. She's a pro MMA fighter.
Nice.
She's from New York as well.
All right,
New
yeah.
York. I forgot where. I used to live in Yonkers, New York.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
So I used to live in the East Coast. I lived in Boston,
Best.
Virginia.
Yeah, I love it there.
Yonkers and all that. Never lived in New York, like Brooklyn and the Bronx and stuff
Yeah.
like that. That's when you say New York, that's the first
That's
you think about.
what people think
Yeah.
about. But I tell them New York is big. There's
Yeah.
upstate. There's, goes almost up to Canada.
But that's all you see in the movies. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Oh, the Bronx. What is it?
Yeah, that's the spot to be.
That's the spot. You think New York, you thinking Jay-Z, freaking Biggie and all that. So,
yeah, you know it.
so you left New York.
Yeah.
Were you fighting in New York?
Yeah. I was at the Henzo Gracie Academies.
Really?
Yeah, man. It was, one of the hardest things about
Yeah.
moving out here was, leaving the gym.
The weather.
Yeah, the weather. Yeah, but of course, I miss my family and everything. But I was
Are
like,
they still over there?
Yeah, most of my family.
Oh, cool.
But yeah, the hard part was, leaving my coaches,
Yeah.
the training team. It's, man, it was a
You're
really good
moving to
spot.
California to be in Hollywood, right?
Exactly,
He was
yeah.
trying to be in a movie, man. He was trying to be
Yeah.
the next Jason Statham and shit.
Something like that.
Oh, hell yeah. So you left New York, okay, and you were part of the Gracie gym out there. You want to give a shout out to the gym out there?
Big
or-
time. Daniel Gracie, there's Jamie Crowder.
Ooh.
A lot of amazing guys out there.
Hell yeah.
I think about you guys all the time.
And that sucks, bro. And what I mean by sucks is you had to leave a strong ass team.
Yeah, exactly.
Holy shit. So sorry for cussing, but were you already set up with Kings, or is it one of those I'm going to California wherever
No,
my
I had a little bit of a network out here.
Okay, good.
So Naaman Gracie, he actually just opened up a school in Irvine. So
Okay.
if you're in that area, go check it out. It's he's world class training.
Okay.
But I met him back in the day at Henzo's. And maybe like a year before I came out here,
Okay.
he had moved to Orange County.
Okay.
So yeah, I had a little bit of an in with Kings already.
Okay, well that's good. That's
You
good.
have to,
Because
yeah.
it's scary, man. Because you're like,
it's-
I'm going to California.
Yeah, I mean, I was dating someone at the time, so
There it is. Got it.
That was the main reason for
Got it.
coming out here.
We
But
found
I
out
was
why.
like,
It always a woman, man.
It always-
It's
you know-
always a woman.
you
And
know-
please tell me you're still with her.
No, it
Oh
didn't
my
work out.
God.
But you know what? I wouldn't change it. It was
No.
worth it. It was the It was a good experience.
Don't give her a shout out, by the way.
No,
all right, don't give her a
not
shout out,
that,
man. She broke some hearts.
But
it's fate.
part of the reason this worked out is because I did have a network and community out here. You know, if
Okay,
I was
good.
dating someone that I don't know wanted to go somewhere in the middle of the country, you know, I wouldn't be able to train. I wouldn't be able to work. So
Yeah, because you're too
it
busy
lined up.
involved with her. And you're always at the gym. You're always training. And you see what I'm saying?
It's
I don't know how
life,
you guys broke up, and I don't want to get into it, but
yeah, no, it's all good.
cool. So when you left there, did you go to Gracie's or did you go straight to King's?
I was at King's.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
Yeah, that was the main spot, and then
So you were like a check-in, like a recruit in the military. I'm here to check in.
little bit, you know, like I remember after the first week, they name and introduced me to Rafael.
Okay.
I went to training for the week, and then he was like, "Hey, you know, if you want to continue training, he's
Yeah.
like, you know, you're welcome to join the pro team."
Hell yeah.
So
You came here pro.
I'm a professional.
No,
yeah.
but you left pro New York to come.
Yeah. I had 2 fights with Cage Fury.
Okay.
Which is a really good promotion out
Yeah.
in Pennsylvania. I didn't win those fights,
Okay.
but those were my first 2 pro.
And then you came to California. Now, again, I'm assuming here.
Yeah.
Did you come to California because you saw more opportunity to fight out here because MMA was getting popular in Cali, or?
No, I mean that was the reason this place worked was because of the pedigree out here and just the
Gotcha.
culture behind fighting. But I think
Gotcha.
the main driving force behind moving was,
Yeah.
aside from my relationship,
Yeah.
was I lived in New York my whole life and I loved it. But
Were you born and raised there?
born and raised Long Island,
Got
yeah,
you,
and
got you.
I was ready, just to experience something new. If I'm
Yeah.
gonna live somewhere else,
Yeah.
why wait?
Do you miss the food out there?
I miss a lot of New York. Yeah,
The
yeah.
Italian food,
Oh,
right?
the Italian.
Oh,
I'm
dude.
mostly Italian.
Are you really?
But, I actually have some cousins who live in San Diego. They have an Italian restaurant, so I got a little taste of home out here.
Okay.
But,
Where is it? Like authentic Italian?
It is, yeah. So
Because
my,
Italian out here is Olive
it's
Garden.
tough.
That ain't
It's tough. No, but my aunt, their mom, she lives in Italy for like 6 months out of the year. Yeah. So
hell
she's
yeah.
the real deal Italian, and both my cousins, they're the,
Yeah.
Sorry to be rude, but they're definitely more Guinea than me. They got the chains, the little accent, but
Yeah.
I love them. They're family,
Absolutely. Now, I'm intrigued because New York, you see what I'm saying? That's a long drive or a long flight to come out here.
Yeah.
And the great thing about it, like you said, you had a network already, so you weren't
Yeah.
coming here blindly.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? But what made you start fighting in New York? Because obviously you left there pro.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I had my whole amateur
Yeah.
career there. I mean, I've been a martial artist my whole life.
Really?
Jiu-jitsu? Taekwondo.
Taekwondo.
Yeah. So I started Taekwondo when I was a real little kid.
Uh-huh.
And thankfully, I had a really good coach. My first Taekwondo coach was the man,
Uh-huh.
not, kind of teaching Taekwondo the way you see it today, but very much old school.
Yeah.
Very much self-defense
Uh-huh.
oriented and, very old school, mentality.
Yeah.
And I stayed with him all the way up until I left for college.
Uh-huh.
And then
New York State?
Upstate New York.
Upstate
yeah,
New York,
yeah.
got you.
A town called Cortland. It was a state school.
Got it.
And when I went to college is when I joined my first MMA gym, which was kind of my plan. I was like, I enjoyed Taekwondo. I did,
Yeah.
Junior Olympics, state champions, all that.
You were
that
what,
stuff.
15, 12, or?
When I was doing the Junior Olympics, yeah, I was like a teenager and stuff. I was competing during that. So yeah, it was fun. It was a good time.
So fighting's in your blood.
It's always
have
been
to be
around.
fighting.
Yeah,
You
it's
have
always
to be
been
fighting.
around.
It's addictive, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when I went to college, I joined Team Bomb Squad,
Okay.
which is in Ithaca, New York.
Uh-huh.
Aljamain Sterling got his start there. John Jones got his start there.
Yeah.
So they're pretty good. And
So you join and come out of gyms or training centers that have a lot of pedigree in it.
I've been lucky, man.
Kings
I've been
MMA,
lucky. Yeah,
Wanderlei
man.
Silva,
I
right?
feel very fortunate for
Hell yeah.
the coaches I've had in my life. And
Wow.
it's one of the reasons why I think I'll be in this sport forever, so I can help give back and
Yeah.
keep it going.
Are you training for a fight now, or are you coaching?
Not
what are
at
you
the
doing?
moment.
Uh-huh.
These last 2 years, I've definitely been coaching more than training.
Okay.
Like I'm always training,
Yeah.
and I would like to fight before the year closes out.
Yeah.
But yeah, last couple of years it's been more coaching, which has been a little bit of a shift in my life.
Yeah.
But I'm enjoying it.
I did some stalking on him. You fought a lot for Triton.
Triton fights, yeah.
Yeah, you got what, at least 3 or 4 fights?
Yeah.
Is that a promotion up in Huntington, or LA area, or?
No, that's New York, Long Island, New York.
Oh, so that's before you came out here. Oh.
And that they're called Flex Fight Series. Chris Macchio is the man. He runs that promotion. He's a Long Island boy through and through. He's the man.
Have you fought here in California?
Yeah, my 2 fights were with OC Fight Club.
Okay.
Yeah. Smaller promotion. They do it in the hangar at the Orange County Fairgrounds.
Okay, I'm trying to think. Yeah, because I used to live in Irvine area, so I'm familiar with
the fairgrounds.
Yep, absolutely. Cool. Now, do you want to give a shout out to anybody, man? Because once again, man, I'm just intrigued of the gyms he came out. He came from New York, but do you want to give a specific shout out to the people here? Because I know you gave a shout out to the New York people.
Yeah. You know, Benil Dariush at Kings Anaheim has been an amazing coach. Another coach that I got connected with out here is Felipe Flo Goblin at Triunfo MMA and Jiu-Jitsu in Costa Mesa.
In Costa Mesa, that's right up the street.
Yeah, he's the man. Another amazing Jiu-Jitsu coach. And, you know, he really helped me out a lot when I first moved here.
What's your strength? Jiu-Jitsu, MMA?
I'm more of a striker.
Are you a striker?
Yeah. I really had to work on, you know, a lot of boxing and a lot of jiu-jitsu when I first got into mixed martial arts.
Got you.
But my strength has always been with my feet. You know, I feel like when I'm able to keep my distance for kicks, I can really control a fight that way.
Wow. Have you ever done Muay Thai?
Muay Thai, yeah, I've trained Muay Thai, but it's not really my style. You know, Taekwondo and Muay Thai, they're definitely like different philosophies when it comes to training. But I mean, Muay Thai obviously has a lot of good techniques and strategies that translate to MMA, probably even more so than Taekwondo. But that's just where I'm comfortable.
Yeah, and the reason I say that because you sent me some pictures and you're in a ring, so I'm thinking, okay, this guy does Muay Thai as well.
Oh, that was because
it wasn't a cage.
That was OC Fight Club. They do boxing matches and MMA fights on the same card.
Okay.
So they have us fight
That
in
is
the boxing.
sick.
It's old school. Yeah.
Hell
I like fighting in the ropes is definitely better than the cage for me. So.
Because you can bounce off of them or get
Little
leverage.
bit, yeah. And you know what's nice? I love the corners. Because in the cage is the octagon.
Yeah,
With
it's
the
just
boxing ring, you have, you know, the sharp corners.
Yeah.
So if you can get someone in that corner,
They're dunzos,
it's
man.
a field day, yeah.
Hell yeah. I don't know if you watched the fight yesterday with Canelo and Crawford.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it was beautiful, man.
It was good.
I was very surprised. Like, after round 4, when Crawford was in the lead, I was like, okay, you know, Canelo will start coming back, or he's going to start finding his shots.
The 5th round.
And, Canelo won round 5.
Yeah.
But then Crawford he took the cake, man.
I tell you what, Crawford was boxing. He was boxing from the get-go. He was just jabbing and jabbing and jabbing. Well, that's where more of your points come in.
Exactly,
You see what I'm saying?
He was controlling the action. Like, Canelo was keeping him against
Not
the
that
ropes.
I'm trying to take away from him. It's just we had the Canelo versus Crawford fight, man. I'm still excited about that.
Did you watch UFC too?
No, I didn't watch that one.
Oh, man. Diego Lopez with the spinning elbow.
Oh, really?
On John Silva.
Wow.
Yeah.
Why is it that anytime there's a boxing event, there's a UFC event? It's like they're... You know what? Dana White was at the boxing event.
Yeah, they're kind of running that boxing show now. So
hell yeah.
Just Super Bowl weekend for fight fans.
There you go, man. There you go. Cool, man. Well, again, thank you so much for coming out here.
Thank you.
Once again, he's our first guest that actually went on the website and filled out everything correctly.
Yeah, okay.
If you guys go on the website, you'll see. If you want to become a guest, there's like 30 questions, and I'm exaggerating here, but the reason why we do that because we got to make sure you guys are legit.
Right, yeah. I know you don't want some knucklehead coming on who can't talk properly.
Well, if you don't mind, man, how long you been in California?
Almost 4 years.
Okay, so you're fairly new. I don't know when you would be considered a California resident. Maybe after 5.
Yeah,
so after
like
5,
that.
you're like, you're a Californian. Right now, you're still testing the waters.
Exactly.
And shit.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, if you don't mind, man, I would love to welcome you to California, and the way we do that is with a toast. So if you want to grab one of these, you like sparkling water?
Yeah,
absolutely, man. I always say this is the ongoing Jones Pellegrino sponsor the show. We need some Pellegrinos, man. Where I'm converting a lot of people, but if you don't mind, let's go ahead and pop some cans instead of popping bottles. Here you go, man. Cheers, brother. Cheers.
Nice
Salute,
you.
everybody.
Cheers.
And I have plenty more where that came from, so
Thank you.
feel free to down it if
Can't
you want,
go
man.
wrong with that.
What is your weight class?
I fight at welterweight.
Well, 160?
170.
170. Really? Is that the only class you've ever...
Yeah, I could probably make 155, but I've never been in.
Are you comfortable there?
At what
170?
170, yeah, I feel good.
Is that your?
When I take fights at 170,
Yeah.
I try to pick guys that are a little bit more my size.
Yeah.
Because there's some big welterweights, guys
Yeah.
who cut from 200. So I was a little bit more I have to be a little bit more picky at welterweight.
Yeah.
I feel like at 155, if I was willing to cut that weight, I would be, one of the bigger guys in
Yeah.
that weight class and wouldn't have to be as picky. But
Well, not to bring up again the Crawford fight. Crawford had to go up in weight.
he went up in weight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Canelo went down.
Yeah. So they
and
made
that's
him-
what I mean. Like, with my style, I don't mind being
Yeah.
a little bit smaller, but, I got a little bit more agility, speed.
Yeah.
Because even those lightweights at 155, the guys move well.
Yeah.
They're fast. And
Yeah.
that's a whole nother ball game to deal with.
Absolutely, man. And right now, your pro career, and correct me if I'm wrong, you're 2-2.
2-2. Yeah.
2-2.
2-fight win streak.
Yeah, you're evened out, basically.
Exactly. Yeah, that was a big one for me.
That's a good one. Now, as far as, and I always get intrigued, I always get excited when I hear pro, because for me, pro are like celebrities. You see what I'm saying? You're just
Yeah.
at a different level. Like I had Julian Hicks the other day. He said if he ever goes pro, Julian, I'm talking about you. He said his voice is going to change. He's going to be like Batman. It's like, yeah, I'm pro. How you doing,
Yeah.
bro? What's
You
going
know
on?
what, man? I thought the same thing.
Yeah.
And I thought, turning pro was going to be this big moment in my life
Yeah.
and whatever. But,
No.
man, it's just another fight.
You
And-
have more rules now, right? Or less rules?
Less rules as far as, like, the actual fighting's concerned. But
Yeah.
it's all the same, man. It's all the same,
Is
whether
it?
you're pro or amateur. And my advice to amateur guys would be just enjoy the fights. Take your time. Like, there's
Yeah.
no rush to turn pro. Unless you're, starving in the streets and this is your way out the mud.
Yeah.
Just take your time. Like, turning pro is not going to change anything.
Do you think it's wrong for somebody to go pro just because they're getting paid now?
No,
and it's not, you're not getting
nothing-
Conor McGregor money
that's
either.
and I was just gonna say that.
Yeah.
What you turn pro and what they can pay you $500.
Yeah.
Congratulations, dude.
Yeah.
And it's not just fighting, but it's any sport. It's only the top 1% making most
Yeah.
of the money.
Yeah.
Everyone else is fighting for scraps. So
I mean, 1,000, 2,000. I think the most I've ever heard was 10,000.
yeah, for
Yeah.
first pro fight.
No, not first, just pro in general.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's like I said. If this is your way out the mud,
Yeah.
then yeah, go for it. But if not, it is not going to change your life.
You know what? And with all due respect to all the fighters, all the pros and amateurs, but correct me if I'm wrong. From going to amateur to pro, it's like going from middle school to high school.
Exactly.
Is that what it is?
That's a perfect.
Nobody
way to
knows who
frame
you
it.
are. You're that freaking the freshman. They're like pushing you around. You're
Yeah.
where in amateur you already I'm 7-0 or 5 and everybody knows Nick Olson,
Yeah.
hell yeah. You get to pro Nick Olson, who the hell no good.
Exactly. Yeah, and there's a bunch of guys that can make it to pro and
Yeah.
have one or two fights and
Yeah.
then they're burnt out.
Shit.
Better to go in and do it right.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely, man. But again, thank you so much for coming out here. Let's see. Let's go to another question. Good banter, man. We're
Yeah,
doing good.
thank you. Yeah,
Absolutely.
it's fun talking.
Let's see. Now, you said you boxed before too, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. Were you amateur in boxing or did?
No. So I went, right from competing in Taekwondo,
Uh-huh.
like I said, just the Junior Olympics, state champions.
Yeah.
And then the next competing for me was an MMA fight, which
Yeah.
I wish I had done differently. I wish I did jiu-jitsu competitions first.
Yes.
I wish I had taken a Muay Thai fight or a boxing fight.
Yeah.
But back when I was doing it, I was like, coming into the MMA gym, I was like,
Yeah.
I want to take a fight, blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah. I've done, karate and Taekwondo.
Yeah.
And then 3 months later, the guy who ran the gym was like, hey, you want to fight?
Yeah.
And
That's always the question. I'm like waiting for the day when my coach is like, "Hey, you want to fight?" I'm like, "Ah."
And you know what? I said yes, even though it felt a little uncomfortable. I didn't feel the most prepared.
Yeah.
And I just thought that was normal. And it wasn't
Okay.
until I was at other gyms and, I saw guys asking the coach to take a fight or
Yeah.
they want to get into it, and the coach would actually say, I don't think you're ready yet, or you got to keep training. And that was something I wish happened for me, because I won my first fight, which was great.
Amateur,
yep. But then I lost the next 3.
Okay.
And it was all, they were good fights, but I lost with like rookie mistakes. Little jiu-jitsu, it was all submissions.
not listening to your coaches in the corner.
I just was underprepared.
Really?
I had been doing jiu-jitsu less than 1 year,
Got
thinking
it.
I'm going to go into MMA with just a taekwondo background. And I was a good striker.
Yeah, and that's why you're a striker instead of a grappler.
But people knew that.
Yeah.
I wish I had a coach that was like, hey, man, you really got to focus on A, B, and C before you're ready for the cage, where I kind of...
Your A game was strong, your B was okay, but your C, which is jiu-jitsu, was...
I would say even my B game was weak, But again, the sport's evolving a lot, and I think people are wise to that now.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just my learning curve.
I know Nadine Mandiu. She's a MMA fighter. She's a jiu-jitsu, and then she also does bare knuckle.
Nice.
So her mentality, and again, I'm talking about you, Nadine, is, okay, I'm an MMA fighter. I'm good at freaking bare knuckle. Mm-hmm. So she went to bare knuckle, and she says, dude, my boxing game is weak.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's the first thing she said. I need to learn how to box. See what I'm saying?
It's different, yeah.
It's totally
a different
different.
story.
Not that I'm going to bare knuckle anytime soon.
Yeah, oh my goodness.
Would you ever do so?
No.
Why not?
I did originally. Man, those people get messed up. You're either going to break a hand or you're going to break something on your face. I mean, those guys, they break jaws, eye sockets,
I know.
everything. It's
I know.
It's brutal.
But you're not getting a foot to the face either.
Not getting a foot to the face.
You see what I'm saying?
But that's what I want to do. You know what I mean?
Well, then don't go to bare knuckle.
That's what
then.
I'm saying. Yeah.
Hell no. We've had Daniel Alvarez, like I said, Nadine here, and it's just like, yeah, it's totally different, man. You think it's
a
just
different world.
It's not even a street fight. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Street fight, you just throw freaking haymakers, whatever,
And you're done.
Yeah, you're done.
This
man.
one is, you got to, get hit, get cut, and keep going.
Yeah, man. So as far as your pro career, the last fight you had was a couple years ago, right?
Almost 2 years ago.
Almost 2 years.
It's been a minute.
So is there a matchmaker right now in the works trying to get you a fight, or are you just...
I've been talking with the coach at Kings, and we've been speaking to the matchmakers and whatnot. It hasn't been crazy on my mind right now, but I got my name out there.
Yeah.
If I get a good matchup, we'll see how it goes.
Wanderlei Silva?
No. Come on, man.
No. If you were to fight a UFC fighter to get into the UFC, who would it be? That doesn't matter if it's champion or anything.
Who is someone I would like to fight in the UFC?
Yeah, to get into the UFC. If that was your audition to get in, who would it be?
Someone who's already in the UFC.
Yep. If Dana said, "All right, Nick,
you know who I like to fight," and it's he's a lighter weight class, and he's retired now. But Dominic Cruz, was always one of my favorite fighters.
Yeah.
I would love to spar or fight with him just to,
Where Dominic Cruz is from San Diego.
Yeah, for sure.
He was part of Alliance, and Jeff, the administrator, he was part of Alliance. Mm-hmm. So Alliance is just...
They're great. But I remember the first time watching him fight, I'm like, man, this guy's different.
Yeah.
He's just a different type of fighter.
Yes, Dominic Cruz. Wow. And then another one that was out of there was Angela Hill.
Okay,
Overhill Kills. She's part of Alliance.
Yep.
El Philly, he was on the podcast. Tina Pettigrew, all these people. Angel Ramirez, Superman. All these guys came out of Alliance. Mm-hmm. So they just expanded and started new things, man. But yeah, Dominic Cruz, man. I want to meet that guy.
Yeah, he seems like a good guy.
Dominic Cruz, he's calling you out right here, man. UFC, I don't even know what number, 320 or something like that. What I think 312.
Yeah,
something
crazy,
like that,
right?
Yeah.
I remember when UFC 100 was the big thing.
I know, right?
And I was like, oh my god, the UFC 100, and now it's
at 300, man. Hell yeah! Now, if you were to describe your style of fighting, okay, because I know you do a lot of different styles, but what would it be?
Kicking.
Kicks. You're a kicker.
That's how
you're the Chun-Li of MMA.
That's where I feel most comfortable,
really?
And that's where I'm really able to open up more of my game. My boxing's pretty good.
Yeah,
I have all right takedowns. I'm not much of a grappler, but my takedowns are all right. But I got to set that up, and the way I'm really able to do that is with my kicks.
Really,
I feel like are the sharpest, most efficient. Yeah.
Okay, high kicks, leg kicks.
You gotta do it all. You know. I think one of the biggest things for me is not just using kicks as attacks, but using them as counters, which is not very common in MMA. Yeah, if people come in, they'll eat a kick. Or if they try to close the distance, I'm able to stuff them with like a teep or a push kick.
Yeah.
And then from there, I'm able to kind of open up with hands and, set up more of my takedowns.
But the kicks also keeps distance from you getting hit too.
That's the goal.
Yeah.
And like I said, that's my style.
Yeah.
I'm very much hit and don't get hit, as opposed to like block, defend, and close the distance.
So do people know you for kicks?
For sure, yeah.
It's like, all right, you're going to fight that guy Nick Olson. I'm like, oh, dude, he's a fucking kicker, man. I don't want to fight with him.
And it's hard because like I've really had to improve my ground game.
Yeah.
Just because for me, avoiding a takedown is not an option.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the way I strike, people are going to go for takedowns, which is fine. I've learned to accept it, but now your defense just has to be there.
Yeah.
Your standing up has to be really strong.
Yeah.
So when it comes to grappling, I feel pretty confident in my defense, but like I said, I'm not going to reverse position, sweep them, and go for submission.
Got you.
It's very much defend, get back up, keep the fight standing.
Well, you had a good ground game.
For sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I saw the Kali.
Yep.
That was what the hell was
the triangle. Yeah, man, that boy was crazy.
What the hell, dude?
I was like, this guy's just a crazy scrap brawler. I was like, I'll be able to pick him apart.
Yeah.
And man, he was still landing shots. Yeah. So like I said, his
we'll watch this fight here in a second, but
cool.
Before you get into it, what the hell was that flip?
So I had him in the triangle, and it was about to put him out, but he just rolled.
So it was
over.
him.
Yeah, he like pushed over as he was trying to defend.
I saw you momentum him, so I'm like, okay, he flipped him, but it was him.
A little bit of both.
Got you.
And then mounted triangle finish.
Done. Hell yeah, man. That was what
That was
3 years ago.
No, that was a long time ago.
Really?
A long time ago. That was an amateur fight.
Oh, that was an amateur fight.
Yeah,
Holy crap. See, I can never tell. The only time I say, okay, it's an amateur fight is when I see shin guards.
Right. So when I took my first amateur fight back in
I didn't know that was an amateur
2010.
Fight. That was with Triton, too.
There was no rules. No. This was a promotion even before that. I was like 19 years old when I had my first fight. And it was just full MMA, 3-minute rounds.
Yeah.
There was no rules like there are now. My first MMA, and that's why I felt underprepared. It was like first MMA fight, no shin guards, ground and pound was allowed. It was just
real.
It was just a normal fight, but just 3-minute rounds.
I wonder when the whole rules. 3 fights, shin guards, 2 minutes.
Yeah, that was. I think that started like 2016, 2017.
Once it started to blow up, right, and everybody wanted to fight,
which I think is it's just better for the sport. And like I said, people are
Keep
wise
it real,
to
bro.
it now. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, hell yeah. Well, if you don't mind, man, since I got all excited talking about that fight, can we watch it real quick?
Let's watch it.
Hell yeah, man.
That's from
Look at that.
Long time.
Long time. I swear I thought it was a freaking it was a pro fight.
Yeah.
Because the way you were fighting, but then again, that's where you're at. Let's see. I'm gonna type in Nick. Even if you guys want to check it out, guys, I am gonna link it on the bottom of the video, and I am gonna get credit to the person who posted. So let me pull it up. And it was a fast fight because you got him in the second round.
Second round,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it does say Triton on here.
That's what the promotion used to be called.
got
They're
it.
called Flex Fight Series.
Flex
now.
Fight.
Yeah.
So there he is right
Triton
there.
fights. Yeah, man.
Man. Well, you look the same. Oh, 6 years ago. Well, that's what it says right there. God damn, bro.
Not that long ago.
You look the same, man.
Yeah, right? Fountain of youth.
Man, it's the Italian. It's all that pasta, man.
It's true.
It's not that cheap pasta you get at the store. It's the good stuff. That looks like Wanderlei Silva for some reason. All right. And I am going to be linking this here.
Yeah, shout out to Flex Fight Series. They always put on good shows.
And I always ask this question. You know what I thought you were going to do there? As he was in the air.
Yeah. Should have.
Do you get nostalgic looking at this? Like, hey, look that good-looking guy in there, right?
I miss, New York, man.
Damn.
Good. Good times in my life.
Where was this at? Was it in a casino?
This is Long Island. Just at it was at a concert hall.
Okay, got you.
Yeah, set up a cage.
Madison Square Garden, right?
Yeah. Seen a couple of fights there. That's something else.
Yep.
I hate it when guys smile when they fight.
Oh, well, you saw Crawford. He was smiling and
I
egging.
know.
Right?
I mean, it's great to see, but when someone's fighting you and they're smiling in your face,
Yeah.
like I try not to let it get under my skin, you know, because they want to get a reaction from you.
Mm-hmm. Or they're acting cocky too. It's like,
yeah,
this guy sucks.
And then that makes you want to swing on them, and
Yeah.
then they're ready for it.
Ooh.
There you go. That was a good little shot. Yeah, I was keeping my hands up well this fight. But he drops me in this round. Does he drop me
I
this
think you
round?
slipped.
Nah, he hits me one time pretty good here. But this is when the fight goes to the ground, and I realized, I was like, okay, this guy has got zero jiu-jitsu.
Mm-hmm.
I could get him there.
Now, did you know about this guy before you fought him?
A little bit. Yeah, he's not very technical.
No.
He's a fighter, you know?
Got you.
He's a fighter, not very well trained.
Do you know if he's pro now?
No, I'm not sure what
No.
his deal is.
No, I don't remember you getting knocked down this round.
Oh.
Ah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
So the fight just before this, I got knocked out. And I just remember I was like, no, not again. Oh, here I go for the arm bar. I don't know how. I swear I was cranking on that thing. But I get the arm bar again, same arm.
Uh-huh.
So I was like, all right, this guy, like, zero jiu-jitsu if I can catch him twice.
Oh, okay. It's in
And
the,
here, yeah, man, that was deep. I have a funny story.
saw
My
that.
coach gave me some advice about this, Daniel Gracie. Because Daniel Gracie would always say, I'm too nice. So after the fight, he was talking about that arm bar. And Daniel was like, he's like, this is not jiu-jitsu. You know, when you do an arm bar in jiu-jitsu, you squeeze, you get the pressure.
Yeah.
He was like, in MMA, he's like, if you get an arm bar, yank it.
just yank it.
Just
You don't have to
freaking
have
go
technique.
for it. Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
I mean, are all the rules going through your head too? It's like, oh, I can't do it this way. No, you just
Nah, I'm not thinking about any of
Gotcha.
that stuff.
got you. So right now, and who was your coach there?
That was Daniel Gracie
Daniel Gracie.
and Jamie Crowder.
Okay.
Yeah, this must have been 2017, 2018.
Wow. Before COVID.
Best years of my life.
All right. How old are you here? Well, how old are you now? Let's do the math.
32.
You're 32, so you're 27?
Yeah.
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 30, yeah, 26.
Yeah, 26,
Yeah.
27. So I was definitely nervous about getting dropped again.
Oh, yeah.
Look, he's smiling at me. I almost ripped his arm off.
Yeah, look at him.
And here, yeah, he kept the pressure. I was happy to pull guard. Okay. Yeah, not bad.
Reminiscent.
I wasn't worried. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember feeling pretty comfortable on my back here. I was like, I know he's gonna overextend himself and just wait for my opportunity.
So all that's going through your head right now?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
I knew, yeah.
There it goes right there. Oh, almost.
No,
not
you'll
yet.
see. I set it up well. Shout out to Daniel Gracie for sure, man.
So you're pushing on his hips to get him lower, right?
Exactly. And you'll see I wrap his arm around my shin.
Mm-hmm.
You push away with the shin to get him to react. So right here, I push it against the shin and I'm pulling the wrist and I extend my hip. Boom.
Boom, there it is.
Yeah.
There it is. It's locked.
Easy. And this would have tightened up
To
to
that
make
right
him
there.
tap. Yeah. And this, I remember my thoughts here. I'm just like, I was like, I'm about to win. I'm like, this is crazy.
Uh-huh.
And then sure enough. Yeah.
Wow. Man, honestly, I
Here,
thought...
you know what? Pull up something. Pull up
Yeah.
Trident Fights top 5 knockouts.
Oh, I remember that. You sent me that video.
I'm featured twice on it.
Well, the first one you got knocked
on
down.
both ends. Yeah, man.
When you sent me that video, I'm like, why is he sending me this one? But then the last one, the number
Yeah,
one was
the
you.
number one shot, man. Yeah.
Let me pull that up real quick.
You know, my dad actually found that video first. And he was like, hey, man, you know, I saw this
Triton what?
Trident Fights top 5. Yeah, that first
That
one.
one right there. Let's pull it up. Okay. They got to get paid.
Mm-hmm.
Let me get
Everyone's
paid.
trying to get paid.
So just to set this up, he actually sent me this video, and then I saw him and Nick Olson, and he gets knocked. I'm like, okay, why is he sending me a video of him getting freaking punched in the face and almost knocked out? But then I kept watching it, and then you're the number one.
Yeah,
Right? So let's
man. That's the name of the game.
Yeah,
You know?
I'm like, this guy's humble for me sending these fights. So let me pull it up real quick. There it is.
Yeah, you can play the whole thing. Yeah, these are some good knockouts.
And these are all still in New York.
Yeah, this is Long Island, New
Okay.
York.
Oh, you guys are
Ooh.
oh, I saw that one.
Yeah. See, like they got shin guards on, so this was when they started that rule set. See?
Boom, right under the chin. I think you're the next one.
On the next one, yeah. Eric Ott knocks out. I met Eric Ott a couple of times. He's a nice guy. Long Island dude.
You ran right into that one. And there's
All
you.
right, here's your boy.
This is why when I'm like, why is he sending me this?
And dude, he didn't even hit me with his fist. Like, he's just so strong. This is Alex Brown. He's still fighting these days.
Uh-huh.
He's a good dude. Another guy from Long Island. Yeah, he's getting a big knockout like that and not being all showy and asshole about it. He's a good guy.
Oh. And then this is you coming up. Boom.
Oh,
Have you ever
hate that.
knocked somebody out with a kick?
I don't think in an MMA fight, in Taekwondo.
There he is again.
This is the move Jamie Crowder showed me. Oh. Just right down the pipe.
You saw it?
Felt it. Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, Jamie Crowder, the main coach at Renzo Gracie's, he was talking about angles and setting people up.
Yeah.
And we were just drilling that right hand down the pipe
Uh-huh.
when they step into it. And that was third round
Yeah.
after 2 hard rounds.
Wow. I've never got punched in the face. Now, I have sparred to where, oh, shit, you know what I'm saying? And I feel the sting.
Yeah.
But obviously that wasn't at 100%. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You've got hitten. Is that a word? Hit. You've got hit at 100%. Now, how does that feel? Not that I want you to try it on me so I
Yeah,
can see what it feels like, but
It's different in the ring. You got so much adrenaline.
Yeah.
Like, if you're going to get knocked out, you get knocked out and you wake up and you say, what just happened?
really?
When you get hit, unless it's a body shot or you break a nose,
Yeah.
you don't really realize it in the moment. Unless you
Gotcha.
get hit real, real hard. And that's when you see guys break, cover up,
Yeah.
and the fight's over anyways.
Yeah.
But, even when you get hard and you see guys keep fighting,
Yeah.
they don't feel it. It just does, or I shouldn't say they don't feel it, but it just doesn't register.
Yeah,
They
absolutely.
don't register until afterwards.
Now, instead of getting knocked out, let's say you got hit and you felt it. How long does that aftershock last. You see what I'm saying? I'm
Exactly.
like, oh fuck! And
I wouldn't. You know what? It's
we're gonna try it after the show. I'll get it on video, right?
It's
got some
more
blows
about
right
like
there.
like how much it impedes your game.
Yeah.
You know, let's say you get hit with a right cross.
Yeah.
Now instead of thinking about my game plan, I'm thinking about, don't get hit with that right cross.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden you're not thinking straight and your game plan is off.
Yeah.
The hard part is getting hit. Like the pain is here or there, but it's how it shifts your mentality.
Yeah.
And it's like, all right, I got hit with that right hand. It's like, stick to my game plan. Stay, aggressive. Don't just shell up.
Yeah.
That's the hard part when you get hit.
And again, I'm not trying to bring up Canelo here, but one of the interviews they said with the trainers is like Canelo knows how to absorb the hit, so he doesn't just stay there and takes it.
You gotta roll
He
with
rolls
it, and that's one thing I've learned a lot is like, it's not about not getting hit, it's about not getting hit cleanly, or not getting hit with their shots you don't see coming.
That's
that you don't see coming.
That's the one. Those are the ones.
So you always gotta just you're gonna get hit, but you gotta make sure you see it coming. You gotta roll with it.
Yeah.
And
I'll be there one day. Watch.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
He's gonna be my coach in my corner.
I'll coach you.
Oh man! Now, as far as and this is the reason why it's called mouth guard out, because every time, like if I go to your gym, whatever, you're always training, you always got the mouth. But now that I have you out of the dungeon and I have you here, what is your mindset? And that's what I'm trying to figure out. Are you guys wired different, or are you guys in the back of your mind psychos? You see what I'm saying?
Everyone's different.
Yeah.
Everyone's different. And I've always called myself a martial artist.
Okay.
I'm not, there are guys who are fighters.
Yeah.
There are guys that they love fighting. They love getting hit. They love hitting other people. I call myself a martial artist because I love, obviously fighting, but martial arts.
Yeah.
For a lot of things outside the gym, it taught me good skills. It taught me good habits,
discipline.
Yeah. And I'm like everyone else. I want to, I don't know, drink and do drugs and stay up all night and piss off. But my martial arts training has given me habits and a mindset where I know better.
Okay. Now, I'm going to put you guys in 3 categories. And I mean guys as in fighters. There's the martial artist that you say you are. There's the fighter, and then there's the brawler.
Yeah.
Am I good with saying that analogy? The brawler can't be a martial artist, right? But the martial artist can be a brawler.
Yeah, in a certain
does that make
sense.
sense?
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Okay,
Yeah. But
because I'm a brawler. No, I'm just playing. I ain't no brawler.
Yeah,
I'm a lover, not a fighter. Anyway.
I mean, that's the great thing about the sport is there's especially now that it's growing. There's all types of guys now. Guys. There's a lot of good fighters who started fighting when they were like 20.
Yeah.
And always back in the day, everyone's like, "Oh, you got to start when you're a kid, and only the good ones have done it their whole lives." Blah blah
that's
blah.
That's boxers.
Exactly.
That's notice about
right,
boxers.
Right.
But
but now,
Demetrius Johnson, he started late.
Yeah,
look where he's at.
One of the best. Exactly.
Absolutely. Now, since I brought him up, DJ, he's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
He's a martial artist.
For sure. And you can see that even now that he's retired and stuff, he's still learning. He's still training. Even GSB is a good example too, because even though he retired, he's still training. He's still learning. He's like, I'm in the best shape I've ever been. He's like, I know more about martial arts than I ever have. And that's just the lifestyle of being a martial artist.
All right. Nate Diaz.
Brawler. He's a fighter for sure, but he's I don't know. He's different.
Stockton, motherfucker.
Yeah, he's different. You got it. There's like martial artist, fighter, brawler, and then there's Nate Diaz.
Yeah, he's not even in the category.
He's a class of his own, man. Because he's a smart guy. Yeah, they're smart guys. But I know they have their stigma and stereotypes.
Yeah,
but
if you were to say put him in the category, I'm gonna put him in brawler category.
For sure. If you're talking about their fighting style.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But you know what? Even Nick Diaz, I would say he's a martial artist. I think he really carries that mentality with him.
Well, I think Nick is more of a martial artist than Nate.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because Nate still has the thug in him. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Where you would never act like that.
I try not to.
Okay.
Yeah, I try not to.
I
when
saw
I'm
that.
on camera,
Yeah, right.
I always try to be my authentic self.
That's good.
But you gotta, read the room, as I tell people.
Absolutely. So your mentality, your mental shift is, I'm a martial artist. I'm not a fighter. I'm not a brawler.
Anytime I've gone,
So you can switch it whenever you want.
anytime I've gone into a fight,
Yeah.
and my mentality's been, I'm gonna kill this guy.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
I get knocked. That's when you see me
Yep.
get knocked out.
Yep.
But when I go in with the mentality of like my game plan,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go have fun.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play my game.
Yep.
That's when you see me get, you
Yeah.
know, the finishes and the knockouts.
I
So
know-
I'm different. I can't go in there with that mentality of like,
Yeah.
I want to hurt this guy. I want to kill this guy, because that's not me.
Yeah.
I'll kick your ass for free.
No,
you know?
absolutely. Well, yeah. Well, you're a pro now. At least you're
I
getting some
get
cash out of it.
I mean, I wouldn't say I get cash. I break even.
There you go.
'Cause I take
Yeah.
2 weeks off of work. So okay, maybe the money I get from the fight covers my
that.
time away from clients. And
Might
stuff.
pay my cell phone bill.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying?
exactly. But
Ah, man, that's,
yeah, I
that
like
sucks.
kicking ass. Yeah,
there
it's
you go.
fun.
There you go. Now that we've been talking about fighting, and you had mentioned you take time off of work. What do you do?
I'm a trainer,
Really?
coach, personal trainer.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, all that stuff.
At the gym that you train out of?
No. I do teach. More recently, I've been teaching some MMA classes
Okay.
and some athletes, but
Yeah.
most of my training is like health and wellness.
Really?
Yeah, like a lot of strength training, manual work. I have a good clients, and
Have you trained any fighters?
yeah, I'm training fighters more so now.
Amateurs?
Amateurs.
Got
yeah.
you. Got you. How does it feel? Like, say, for example, you have a kid that you've trained, and then you see him go up the ranks. Mm-hmm. That's me right there.
Yeah,
That's me right there.
I
You better give me a
haven't-
shout out, motherfucker.
I haven't been training,
Yeah.
any athlete or fighter that
Yeah.
long,
Yeah.
but I'm getting my start with it.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, more than anything, like I spent this whole time talking about all the great coaches
Yeah.
I've had. It just it feels right
Yeah.
passing that knowledge along.
That's it. That's
you know?
it. That's it.
And especially, I've learned a lot myself.
Yeah.
Through 12, 15 years of fighting and competing.
It's a long ass time, bro.
I've learned a lot,
Yeah.
and I really, like, I wish I had myself as a coach when I was a kid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, if
yeah.
I had me to train me when I was a little kid,
But
I could be it'd be a different story.
Yeah, but
so.
you also have a lot of, and I'm going to use this word, you have a lot of name brand coaches behind you, though.
For sure, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So,
It's
yeah,
helpful.
I get you. I get you.
But yeah, so it's just been a pleasure to start teaching and
Yeah.
give it back a little bit.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And the reason I say that, because again, we brought out Rafael Cordero.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? He's trained a lot of fighters, and and obviously they went to the UFC. They become UFC champions. So
he does something right.
yeah, so that's why I asked in yours, like, and like you said, and I understood it, because I haven't been training that long, so you can't see a kid,
Exactly.
You see what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
it takes time. It takes
yeah,
time.
absolutely. You'll be probably in your mid 40s before all those kids,
exactly,
right?
Exactly.
Hell yeah, the body starts hurting. Ah,
Hey,
shit,
you know
my
what?
back
That's
hurts.
the name of the game. You got to be in it. Whether you're an amateur,
Yeah.
a coach, or whatever,
Yeah.
you got to think long term.
Yeah.
Nothing's gonna happen in a year.
Every time I talk to a fighter, they're always injured.
Yeah, I
Right?
mean that's the name
Shoulder,
of the game.
back, blah, blah. So now that I've got I started, again, I just want to clarify, I box, but I'm not a boxer.
Yeah.
But I understand now, shit, I broke my clavicle on my back, and I'm like, I'm not even a fighter, and I'm already hurt.
It's hard. Yeah,
You see what I'm
man.
saying?
And the hard part is not like,
Half the time is just recovering.
I mean, listen, man, you could get injured
Yeah.
and still work. You could do all this stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
How are you going to get injured and perform at 100% against someone else who's trying to kill you at 100%?
Yeah.
That's the hard part.
Yeah.
Even if you're only at 90%, that 10% difference will make a difference. So maybe these guys are seriously injured, but
Yeah.
sometimes an injury could be as small as like a strained muscle.
Yeah.
Because now you're not working at 100%,
Yep.
which is, when you're in a fight, it's scary.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, I had Xavier Vines. He's a pro fighter for Cage Warriors.
nice.
And he said he tore his Achilles.
That's nightmare, bro.
a
That's
year.
a nightmare.
A year, bro.
That sucks.
He had to get surgery. He said, I'm not going to be in the cage for a year at least. And
That's
I'm like,
awful.
dude, that's devastating. Plus, he's a Marine, so he still has to do his day job. You see what I'm saying? So
Man.
I feel for you guys, man. I feel for you guys. It's not just about entertainment. I don't just buy a ticket and see you fight and all right, the fight's over. I say, holy crap, the behind the scenes, the
It's
training.
a lot. Yeah, that's what people
Yeah.
don't see.
Yeah, they don't see the weight cuts, and you really don't have to cut weight because you're at the weight that you want to be, right?
Mostly.
Yeah.
I mean,
What, 5 pounds?
10 pounds.
10 pounds at
yeah.
the most. Okay, cool. So you're good. But I've seen those Khabib and Islam Makhachev. Oh my
good,
God,
man.
bro.
No good.
Ooh. But then after you weigh in, you can put all that on, or is there a weight
That's
class?
the goal. Yeah, some like big promotions
Yeah.
in boxing, they have the rehydration clause. But yeah, for us, you're good to go.
No.
You could do IV, you could do whatever you need.
Got you. Now, as far as, and I'm not saying that you do drugs, but I've noticed a lot of MMA fighters do drugs. Now, how
Like
are
PEDs or recreational?
recreational?
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, recreational. I'm like, you guys are fighters, but I don't know how that works, man. I don't know if you have to like take a piss test before a fight, and if they you got popped on this, you can't fight.
Yeah, that's a good point. Like I remember when I was fighting for Cage Fury, they gave me a pee test right before one of my fights.
Yeah.
And I at the time I had been smoking weed, not like every day, but
not Cheech and Chong or Snoop Dogg style, right?
It was probably in my system.
Yeah.
And I was also taking this supplement called IGF, insulin growth factor, which I think is probably not allowed within their organization. And they did the pee test, and everything came. Like I didn't hear back from them, so.
And you fought.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know if. I was within limits, or if they just don't really care. But in any promotion I've fought for, which is, I would say
was that pro or amateur?
It was pro. That was
really?
Pro, yeah.
Okay.
But it's lower end. These are like all feeder leagues. So I doubt they take it that seriously.
Got it. It's not like a UFC and shit like that.
UFC's different. Yeah. I live with a UFC fighter. We have a house together.
Oh, hell yeah.
So a couple of times USADA's been over at like 6 a.m. in the morning doing the pee test and the blood test for him. So I've never been in anything that serious.
Yeah. Now, what is your goal? Since we've said UFC about 1,000 times already.
Yeah.
Is that your goal, or do you want to do something like a Bellator, LFA?
Man, like I said, these last couple of years I've been coaching a lot
Yeah.
more. So I still got some fights left in me. But I would say this past year, my mentality has shifted from, fighting with the intention to work my way up the ranks, and now it's just fighting to enjoy the fight. If something comes up, then that's great.
Yeah.
But I work full time as a coach. I make good money. I'm living my life.
Well, that's cool.
So right now the goal is just fighting to enjoy the fights.
Yeah.
But when I had that mentality of fighting with the intention to win and work my way up the ranks, that just hasn't been as appealing to me.
So, again, correct me if I'm wrong. You're in no hurry.
No, man.
You already made pro. You already have your fights. If you get that phone call, all right, hold on, let me answer the phone. Hey, okay, I'll do it.
You know what I thought would be funny? I thought it would be funny if I got like a Dana White Contender Series.
Yeah.
And let's say I win and he offers me a contract.
Yeah.
I would say no.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you freaking serious?
To get some clout, to get like some...
you want to go viral, bro.
To go viral.
Fuck you, Dana.
Yeah,
right?
I know I wouldn't say that.
Like this guy right here, Jazzy Jeff, he actually went to Contender Series.
Yeah, nice.
Yes.
Yeah, I recognize that.
Yeah.
Man.
So he was part of Dan Henderson. And then I think he fights out of the arena now.
Nice. Cool,
Yeah.
cool.
So you would say no.
I would try
Make
to go
sure
viral.
you record it.
I'll
and then,
go viral.
Yeah,
I would
record it
say-
as like, Dana, hell no, I don't want to join your organization. And it goes all viral. And then he offers you $100 million. I was like, God, take that video down.
He wouldn't offer anyone.
Oh,
100
my
million.
God. Hell yeah, man. So there's no hurry to get there.
No.
Now, as far as, is there a dream fight that you want?
No, man. There's,
Again,
to
no
me-
disrespect. Are you more of a casual fighter? Like,
I would say that. Yeah,
Okay,
for
okay.
sure. Casual.
Got you.
Yeah.
Got you.
But yeah, like I said, that's just where I'm at right now. And it's like I said, it's been
I respect that.
It's been a shift
respect that.
going into more coaching
Yeah.
this last year or two. But that's just where life has taken me. So,
Okay.
try not to resist anything. And, life's short. You got to make the most of
Yeah.
it. And I still got some good fights left in me. So,
I always
We'll
say
see
this.
where they go.
Absolutely. I always say this. If I were to fight amateur or professional boxing, whatever, and I lost, I'd be happy.
yeah, exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
Just making it to the
Yes.
Canelo said that last night.
Yeah.
He was like, man, he's like, I made it to the fight.
I won already.
And that makes me a champion.
That's it.
You know?
I won already. And that's the thing is I'm in a spot where no one else will be. Like you guys as fighters, you've been in the cage a lot of times. I'm like, dude, I am never going to be in the cage. So that's why I respect, and that's why I made this podcast, because I got to get in your head, man. I got to say, okay, these guys are wired different, man. They're crazy,
yeah.
bro. They're crazy. Cool.
But yeah, to say I would never fight again still hurts my heart. So I'm not ready to, hang it up just yet.
Yeah.
But, if something happens before the end of this year, great. Yeah. If something happens next year, then that's good too.
You have any titles?
No.
No?
No titles.
Okay. I mean, are
not yet, at least.
Would you be happy? Let's say, again, I'm giving scenarios here. Let's say your next fight is a title fight and you win. Would you just say, you know what? That's my cue to say, all right, I'm good, I'm done.
No. And I was thinking about this just the other week. Because that's always the big thing of like, when do you give it up? When do you retire?
Yeah,
like
that's.
I don't think I will ever have that moment. I think it will be just, one day my last fight is my last fight. But I mean, how many times do you see guys say they're gonna retire and then they take a fight a couple of years later?
It's for the money. And the way I say that, it's like football. How many times have quarterbacks say, I'm retiring, and they come back and play for another team?
And then how many times do you see guys make their title run in their mid-30s? They've been fighting their whole life.
Yeah. And
then 36, is when they start building their way up. So I'm not really stressing as to far as, this will be my sign to retire, or I'll retire at this age. As long as I want to keep fighting, dude, I'm going to keep fighting. And if I'm not fighting, I'm going to be coaching.
Exactly.
So I'm like I said, I'm a martial artist for my whole life.
Let's say you retire and says, you know what, I'm done. You're still in the actual, in the industry, for loss of better words.
Always.
So you're still smelling it.
Always.
Where if I were to retire, let's say I retired out of my job, I'm a teacher. I don't want to see any other student ever again. I'm not going to be teaching on the side because I don't want to, but because you've lived it, you smelled it, you've eaten it. So now you're not going to live it. You're just going to smell.
Yeah.
That's cool, man.
And
so you're going to be half retired because you're still going to be coaching and all that.
Yeah, and Daniel Gracie, one of my main coaches in New York City.
Yeah.
He's a guy I really look up to. He was a great fighter.
Yeah.
And he's an amazing coach too. Not just teaching me a lot personally, but just the way he lives his life. I could imagine he had the same exact personality when he was, fighting in his prime.
That's true.
And he's still the same guy even as a coach and helping all us knuckleheads out.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, do you see a difference between you at 18, you at 21 fighting, to now? I don't know what age you coach for.
The guys I coach are like early 20s.
Okay, so do you see yourself in them, or do you see these new kids like, oh my God, you guys are dumb? And once again, I'm going out because that's what I see in my work. I always look at my students and look at them and say, how in the fuck did you put your shoes on this morning?
But you're like, what grade do you teach?
Adults.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, no, I've never experienced anyone like that.
Oh, okay, good.
But no, I definitely see myself in them, and it's I mean, we're all the same mentality. You know what I mean? These guys want to fight. They want to learn. They want to get better.
Yeah.
And it's a good example. I always remember after practice, after sparring, I'll go up to one of my coaches. I'll be like, "Hey, did you see my rounds? What should I improve on? This and that. Blah blah blah."
Yeah.
And now I got guys doing that to me. They're like, "Hey, did you see my round? What should I work on?" Yep. So it was just such a crazy experience hearing that from the other
circle,
side
bro.
of it. Yeah,
Full
exactly.
Circle. Hell yeah. Now, have some of your people that you've trained, have they fought yet? Maybe like some what is it called, PKBs or anything?
A couple of smokers and the the kickboxing. No,
got you.
No knockout allowed type deals. Yeah,
headgear and all that. Cool, man. Hell yeah. Now, is there any rituals, because you're a fighter, you've had a lot of fights, is there something that you do? It's like, okay, I got to do this. I got to light a candle. I got to paint my fingernail. I don't know, man. I'm not a fighter.
I'm trying to think.
You see what I'm saying?
You know what it is routine. You know what I've been doing the last 6 weeks, the last 8 weeks to get ready to this fight.
That's a camp, right? About 6 weeks?
Yeah.
Okay.
I do the exact same thing. So that
Yeah.
could be a ritual in a certain sense where, don't change nothing. You just wake up, have your breakfast.
Yeah.
Whatever you usually do in the morning, I do the morning of the fight.
Yeah.
And I try not to put too much stock in things like that because let's say you don't do it or you don't have the opportunity to do your quote unquote ritual. Now you're in a funk.
I'm very superstitious. That's why I say that.
No, I know.
Yeah.
I try not to be too superstitious.
Yeah.
But yeah, I try not to put too much stock in that. But I say my prayers.
There you
and,
go.
I got like a trinket or two. Little things like that.
Got you. But there's nothing off the wall to where
man.
you sleep at a cemetery the night before the fight and shit like that.
I wish I had a good story. No. Shit, man. No. It's just, and that's the life of an athlete, man. It's boring.
Yeah.
In bed early, up early.
I'm one
just
that,
a routine, man.
If I'm nervous about something, let's say, obviously not for a fight or anything, but if I have a meeting, if I have to do something life-changing, I sleep on the floor.
Interesting.
Don't
I
ask
like
me
that,
why.
though. No, I like that.
You see what I'm saying?
That.
I think it goes back to the military because as you see in my wall, I was in the Marine Corps for a long time. You can see all my medals and all that.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for your service,
Absolutely, man.
I always have a lot of respect for that.
Absolutely.
Those are pictures of you up there?
The
as a
ones on
kid?
top, that's my son, that's my nephew, and that's my niece.
Amazing,
So they're in the Air Force.
Amazing.
So I was a
nice.
bad influence on them. All right, so they joined the military.
Wow.
And then, the one right there, that's my son. He's actually in Annapolis right now at the Naval Academy.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Nice.
So he's doing good things.
Amazing. Yeah, you guys are.
Yeah. So I sleep on the floor.
I like that. No, I
don't know why.
I might have to give that a shot.
Don't ask me why.
Yeah.
Is it for my back? It might be for my back because I don't want to be the next day like, my back hurts.
Stiff.
I don't want to twitch. So
No,
I don't know
old
what it
school, man.
is.
Sleep on the floor.
I think I slept on the floor the day before I got married. So I don't know. I'm just playing.
Yeah.
So if you were to give me a plan right now to say, Ruben, this is what my plan is, because you said you're 32, right? Mm-hmm. What is your plan? I said, you know what, Ruben, I have an extra 5 years good in me. I have another 10 years good in me. What would you give me?
I would give 5 years.
5 years?
Yeah, 5 years. And those 5 years are fighting is a top priority still.
Okay.
Keeping my body right.
Yeah.
Keeping the mentality there.
Yeah.
Because I think that's one of the biggest things. Like, if you're going to fight and go in the ring, it's a mentality that you always carry with you.
Yeah.
It's never like, oh, well, it leaves you when you're done training. No, it's like something you always have with you.
No, absolutely.
So I would say whenever that switch goes off is the name of the game. But at least 5 more years.
It's never going to go off. You know what I'm saying?
I know
going
what
to be
you
there.
mean, but
Instead of a switch, you have one of those dimmer lights.
dials, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
You like that analogy, didn't you?
A little bit better, yeah. But honestly, it's a scary thought, to think, you're going to put that dimmer on and not have that same fire. But, it's life, man.
Well, it's like me.
I want to have something good to look back on.
Yeah.
And I feel like if I were to retire now,
Uh-huh.
I wouldn't be happy with looking back. I mean, of course, I've had good experience, but
Yeah.
I want to have something I can be a little more proud to look back on.
Well, like me, I'm turning off the switch because I have nothing to do wherever I work, and I don't want to deal with that industry anymore. But
Right.
now, as far as you said 5 years. Okay.
Yeah.
Now give me fights. Like you say, Ruben, I have at least 3 good fights or 5 good
Yeah.
fights. Because in 5 years, you can have 20 fights or
what
you
I
can have
mean.
1 fight a year.
I would say, like 5 to 10.
5 to 10.
1 or 2 a year.
Uh-huh.
That's going to be the sweet spot for me.
Now, again, with all due respect to the fighters, let's say you never make it to UFC. Are you going to be happy with it? You were like,
For
I'm
sure,
good.
yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
You know what? Yeah, whether you fight in the UFC or local
Yeah.
league or amateur,
Yeah.
it's all a fight, man. And the experience is what is important to me.
If I were to say UFC, to me, UFC is more of a corporate.
Exactly, yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And a lot of people
exactly.
don't want that blue collar job.
And you know what? Being able to fight in the promotions that I fight for,
Yeah.
all my friends and family are right there in the crowd.
Yeah.
If I was going to go fight in Vegas,
Yeah.
you're in the early prelims and there's no one in the seats, So I love being able to fight in front of, the people that want to come support me.
I think it's like the apex. It's not a stadium.
Exactly,
It's just
yes.
more immediate people or immediate family, and
Exactly.
that's it. Got you. But the thing is, when you're in the cage, you don't even see none of that.
No, none of that matter, and that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Whether you fight in the biggest promotion or the smallest, it's all this very similar experience.
Got you. Now, one of the questions I always ask is when you're in the cage and you have your coaches barking at you, do you hear them?
No. Rarely. Sometimes little bits and pieces will come through.
So that's when your training just kicks in at 100%.
Exactly. I noticed like with striking, I'll hear bits and pieces. I hear more on the ground. You know, if you're like in a stale position or, you know, you guys are just breaking for a moment, then it's a little bit easier to hear things.
Got it.
But when you're brawling, when you're swinging, you don't hear nothing.
No, you don't hear it. Absolutely. Now, do your coaches get pissed off at you if they said, I told you to do this and you didn't do it? You're like, dude, I didn't hear it.
Yeah, no, I've never experienced anything like that.
I would be pissed, bro.
You know what?
Pay attention, Nick. Fuck.
I know.
Right?
Yeah, it's, you know, a lot of emotion. It gets heated. But no, you know, picking the right coaches is something that's very important to me.
Yeah.
And I've never experienced anything like that.
So you're basically in remote control when you're in the cage.
And that's where the training comes in, man.
Absolutely.
You're not thinking about much.
Yeah.
You're just in the moment.
Yeah.
You know, you're reading things that are, you know, when you're in a fight, you know, you're reading their stance.
I've never been there, so that's why I'm asking those questions.
You know, I'm reading the small things, how they're standing, like what's their energy like, what's their posture, because now I can tell, okay, is this guy going to be more defensive? Is he going to be more aggressive?
Is that in the first round or the first couple seconds?
That's the whole time.
You're learning the whole 3 rounds. You're not doing 5, are you? Or is that for championship?
That's for championship
okay,
fights.
So you're doing 5 minutes.
5 minutes. But yeah, that's what it is the whole time. You're always reading. You're always gauging. You always got to be in control.
Yeah.
If there's a moment in the fight where I feel like I'm not in control, that's when you got to back out, reset. But yeah, the whole time you got to be in the moment.
Yeah.
Because if your mind wanders for a second, that's when you get hit, and you can see that in someone's eyes if they're distracted or whatever. You just feel that instinct to go.
Damn it.
Or you feel that instinct like, oh, he's coming at me. Yeah, it's the best, man.
Nick and I were speaking outside that I've sparred with pro boxers, but it wasn't a fair fight because he was letting me hit him.
A little bit of a handicap.
I'm pretty sure if he just threw one, I'm donezo's,
exactly.
Man. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I, in a sense, deep down, I wanted to feel a punch just to feel. But
I get it.
Again, he's pro. It's not like too amateur. I'm not even amateur. I'm just a novice.
Yeah,
whatever.
You want someone on your level.
Absolutely.
Someone on your level.
Absolutely. I had a fighter here, David Momo Morales. He always makes sure he fights people that have more fights than him. He doesn't want to fight 1-1, 2-2. All right, you have 7-2. Okay,
let's go.
Let's go.
Exactly.
Because he, like you said, he's
you
always learning.
You always,
always learning.
Exactly.
Hell yeah. Now, as far as, let's say, for example, I'm getting intrigued because he's a pro fighter. Did you see, other than the rules and all that, did you see a different road from amateur to pro?
What do you mean a different road?
Like, for example, in amateur, you can't throw elbows, right?
Right.
You can't. There's other rules that you can't. Obviously, you never wore shin guards, but obviously you take the shin guards off. And now you're going from 3 minutes to 5 minutes.
Right.
Did you see anything different from going to pro? Or, like you said, was it the same?
The biggest thing was that extra 2 minutes.
That's extra 2 minutes.
That's the biggest thing. Like the elbows, the knees, the extra striking. Was less of a shock. It's all pretty much the same. But an extra 2 minutes, big difference.
That's all cardio.
Like my first pro fight, I really gassed out. Second round, I was smoked. Because I've always been a slow starter. When it comes to fights, like, I've always been a slow starter, so I always try to be a little bit more engaging for those first 2 minutes.
Okay.
But when you're in amateur fights, those first 2 minutes, the round's almost over. I've never been gassing in an amateur fight.
Absolutely. By the time you're already warmed up, ding! Oh, shit. Okay, let's go back.
But 5 minutes is a different game. You have to pace yourself. You have to... Everything comes into play. Like, anytime you bite on a feint or if you're moving around too much, it's going to add up.
Does 5 minutes feel like 30 minutes now?
It depends, man. You know what? It's hard to say. Sometimes 5 minutes goes by in a blink of an eye.
That's true.
If you're getting your ass kicked,
that's when it feels.
5 minutes will feel like 30 minutes.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. I want to get it, man. One day, man.
One day.
One day.
Don't go looking for it.
No,
it'll
man.
find you eventually.
Oh, I know. It's gonna be at a bar fight somewhere. Hell yeah. All right. So now, as far as let's look at your opponent. Okay. Mm-hmm. When you're amateur, you really don't have a lot of film to look at.
No.
But now that you're pro, you can at least go back and look and say, okay, this guy does the. Oh, okay, now I know what he's doing. Mm-hmm. Do you guys, like you and your coaches said, okay, he does this a lot. Let's train against that.
For sure. You know.
See what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. I look for patterns and I look for their strengths.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, what are they good at? Like, what are they going to resort to?
Yeah.
And their most basic instincts. Is this guy going to get tired? What is he going to do? Is he going to try to swing on me or is he going to try to shoot?
He's not a grappler. He's a striker.
It depends, yeah. So I really try to look at their strength and then also pick up on their habits. Like, what are their little ticks? Where do they drop their hands?
Well, the same way I would look at you is like, okay, this guy's a kicker.
Exactly.
So I got to get in closer so his okay, got you.
But
this guy's a teeper.
That's as far as I take it because I try not to put too much stock on that. Because you got to look at who you're dealing with that night.
Yeah.
Maybe this guy is a killer, but that night he's, like, you can just tell he's a little flat. Maybe he's not feeling as good as I've seen him perform. Mm-hmm. Or it could be the opposite. You're like, oh, this guy's not that good. But you get him on a night when he's feeling amazing and bouncing over you or something. So,
or the techniques that you saw him do. That was just for that fight. He'd be a totally different fighter. Sometimes it goes out the window.
Yeah, exactly. So I do like to study film, but at the same time, I try not to put too much stock in it. And be ready everywhere. You know, I know my game. I know my strengths and weaknesses.
Yeah.
And so it's a balance.
Yeah.
You know,
absolutely. Now, a little bit off the topic of fighting, you know, because I'm starting to get boiled up. I want to fight now, man. Let's go outside real quick. What do you do on your off time? I know you still, even if you're not fighting, you're still training in fighting.
Always, yeah.
But what is something that says, you know what? Let me dial that freaking knob down and let me do this.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if you go off-roading, if you race or whatever.
Yeah. Well, since I moved out here, I've been doing snowboarding, surfing, all that stuff is really fun.
You hear what he just said? Snowboarding and surfing. That's only in California, baby.
Yeah, exactly. But no, another big part of my life has always been like camping and hiking.
Yeah.
I grew up doing that and I did Boy Scouts, Eagle Scouts, all that stuff.
You ever thought about joining the military when you were younger?
Little bit.
Yeah.
It crossed my mind, but...
Usually all Boy Scout, Eagle Scouts, they're like, okay, I'm joining the military.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't think I would do well with listening to people. I mean, that's why I'm a trainer myself. Like I work for myself.
Got you.
I know I have an issue listening to people.
Got you.
But yeah, I go camping, proper backpacking, you know, a couple nights out in the wilderness. I was just up in the Sequoia forest with my dad last weekend, actually.
That's sick.
Yeah, we did 3 nights out there. You know, hiking around the mountains, lakes.
Do you fish or anything?
Haven't gotten into fishing that much, but up in there, that's where, you know, everyone's at those lakes pulling out fish all the time.
I told my wife, and I told her, I'm doing this with or without you. But I want to live isolated.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
I want to go to the lake, catch some fish, eat that for dinner.
There you go.
I want to go freaking hunt some pigs and have that for dinner. You see what I'm saying?
Man, every time I go camping, it puts a lot of things into perspective.
Yeah.
You know, your problems you think you have.
Yeah.
You realize once your main priority is getting food and water and surviving in the forest.
Yeah.
And, you know, backpacking trips is not really surviving, you know, but again, it just puts things into perspective.
Well, and a lot of times people go camping, they bring the trailers, the fifth wheels, and I'm like, but that's not camping.
I throw everything on my pack.
Hell yeah.
And we're out there.
Yeah, absolutely. Whatever's in your pack, you have to survive with. That's
exactly.
it.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And it's just like fighting. You know, you prepare as much as you can, but every time I go to leave for a trip, I'm like, okay, I've packed, I've prepared, but whatever I forget or whatever comes up, you just got to deal with.
Yeah, adapt and overcome. Hell yeah. Now, as far as snowboarding, where do you go? Big Bear or
So
Mammoth?
this past winter was just my first proper season, but yeah, just Big Bear and Mammoth. I went there like 2 or 3 times each.
God, you trying to be like Shaun White or
I
something?
love it. Yeah, no, I just love it. Like
Yeah.
I went snowboarding a couple of times back in the East Coast,
Uh-huh.
but I never really got into it. The mountains there aren't that great.
Where in New York?
New York, yeah, like Vermont.
Oh, gotcha,
Vermont's
gotcha.
got some
Yeah.
good spots.
Yeah.
But my first time going to Mammoth, I'm like, wow,
Yeah.
this is awesome.
And
And it's a fun, it's fun, man.
And the
It's a
next
good
day you can
time.
go surfing, right?
Exactly.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
No complaints.
No surfing?
No, I
No
love
beach?
surfing.
Do you
yeah,
really?
Yeah. I got a bunch of surfboards now and a bunch of snowboarding equipment.
Uh-huh.
So
Let's just say it. Let's play fantasy real quick. Let's say you're on the surfboard one day and some pro surfer sees you
Yeah.
and says, "You know what? Don't fight anymore. We're going to pay you to do this. All you're going to do all the rest of your life is surfing." Would you do it?
no,
No.
I couldn't.
Dude, this guy.
Yeah, no, it's just not me, man.
Oh, shit.
And that's very kind of you to say, but I've
Yeah.
been surfing like 2 years. I'm barely popping up now. But yeah, man, no, it's to not fight or not train anymore.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it.
Absolutely. If-
I would honestly, I would go surfing more.
yeah.
But I only have so much time and energy.
That's true.
I'm not gonna go spar in the morning.
Yeah.
And then go surfing at night. I'm just,
Well, if you
dead
surf,
at
you got to
that
go
point.
first thing in the morning because every surfer I know, they're
Yeah,
they're there
waves
at
are best
4
in the
o'clock, 5 o'clock in the
But,
morning.
Yeah, but then I'm gonna get my ass kicked in training because I'm all tired and dehydrated.
That's conditioning, though, bro.
I know, I know.
Right?
You know what? I will say, like, before my
Yeah.
last fight, I
Yeah,
got
yeah.
caught in a pretty deep triangle.
Yeah.
And it was a deep triangle. I was able to defend it, but the week beforehand I went surfing,
Yeah.
and I got held down by a wave for a couple of seconds. You
Okay.
get held down by a wave, it feels like a longer time, and being held down by a wave kind of prepared me
Yeah.
for kind of sitting in that triangle and just like being relaxed.
Yep.
Like, okay, I can't breathe right now, but it's okay. So that
Wow.
moment surfing, it was a week beforehand.
See how it's.
Yeah, it helped. It helped. So,
Yeah.
and it's funny. Like whenever I'm in the water,
Yeah.
I always see guys like jujitsu guys. You can tell they
Yeah.
got the ears and
Yeah.
strong necks and stuff. So
Yeah.
I've met a couple of guys out in the water who train.
I think that's their time away from anything.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
For sure.
Like earlier, we're in the back. I love coffee, and I made up some coffee. What'd you think of the coffee?
It's delicious,
Right?
man. Yeah,
That's my time away. And you saw where we're
Exactly.
sitting.
Yeah.
So sometimes on the weekends, like my wife's working, whatever, I say, you know what? I'm going to pop open a cigar, have some
There you
coffee, and
go.
just chill.
Oh, that's the best.
That's it. That's it.
Coffee and a little smoke.
That's it, man. That's it. And you like cigars too, right? Well, yeah. What's
for
your favorite
sure.
stick?
You said you like Monte Carlos,
Monte-
right?
Monte
I would
Cristos.
yeah, Monte Cristos.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would say that's such a classic one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't go wrong.
I started off with the cheap stuff because I didn't know what cigar was. I thought it was the same thing.
Right.
But then you start going to levels.
Yeah, exactly.
But right now, if I were to smoke a cigar for the rest of my life, Rocky Patel.
Gotcha. Okay.
Rocky Patel sponsor the show.
There you go.
See
Shout
what I'm
out
saying?
Rocky.
Yeah, man. Rocky Patel is my cigar of choice.
Would it offend you that I still like Black and Miles?
Oh, come on, bro. That's what I started smoking.
Okay.
Hell yeah. When I was in North Carolina, I was stationed there.
Yeah, nice.
And all the brothers,
That's
friggin'
it.
Black
That's
and Miles,
it.
man. So hell yeah, you had to freak it though. You
That
gotta-
was with a little gives you some street cred.
yeah, absolutely. Oh yeah, dude. If you had a Black and Mild right now, I'd be like, hey, show's over. Let's go
There you
smoke a
go.
Black and
Okay.
Mild. But again, I like smoking by myself.
Yeah.
That makes sense because I don't want nobody bothering me. I like to
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
enjoy my cigar, my coffee.
Gives you a
See what I'm
moment.
saying? Absolutely. And if you ever, cigar and coffee is the best
It
pairing
is.
ever,
Yeah.
bro.
Oh yeah, you can't go wrong.
The flavors, the notes, just that coffee tastes good. But if you put a little cigar in it, you'll be
Yeah.
like, oh hell
yeah,
no.
You're wired after that too. Huh?
Absolutely, man. But it's an expensive hobby. It's
Mm-hmm.
an expensive hobby.
Anything is.
I know, man. Well, it's like surfing, like fighting. You got to get gear,
Exactly.
surfing,
Boards,
hiking.
hiking, all that stuff.
Absolutely,
That's part of
man.
the fun, You
That's
get your
true.
equipment, you get your gear.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Now, we talked about getting punched in the face. Okay. But now let's talk about leg kicks. Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm pretty sure you've gotten a leg kick before.
I've split my shin open in a fight.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah. It was an amateur fight, but I was throwing low kicks.
Did you get stitches?
Me and the other guy. I threw a low kick. He checked it, and both our legs
Really?
just split
Bone
open.
on bone?
Bone on bone. Yeah. Yeah, it's just right on the top of the shin, so you could, it's thin skin, so you could see the bone when the cut was open. But
I say that because I see those videos with the Muay Thai fighters where they're kicking bamboo and blah, blah, blah.
You have to, yeah, man.
I could just imagine what their legs look like, bro. And then imagine an X-ray, all the calluses in their bones. I'm like, damn, bro. It's like a friggin' pipe and shit.
But for me, roundhouse kicks for me aren't like really my power shots. And this is very Taekwondo philosophy. But if I'm going to throw a heavy kick, it's going to be like a side kick or a back kick or a kick to the face. But I'm not the biggest fan of like heavy low kicks. You know, if I'm fighting someone and they don't check or they're not wise to them, I'll rip a low kick. But now everyone knows the game. So if you're throwing heavy leg kicks, you're going to run to those situations. But I use them as good setups.
What about teeps?
Teeps, yeah. Anything with the bottom of the foot is going to be a good heavy strike. But if you're trying to kill someone with a turning round kick, you're going to give a lot of damage to yourself.
The last time John Jones fought, that round kick he did?
The spinning back kick.
Back yes, that one.
Yeah, that's old school, man.
Oh, man.
That's the way to do it.
That was clean as hell.
Super
He just took his time, too. He just went, boom.
Well, he let... who was he fighting?
I forgot.
Yeah, but he let him rotate. So John Jones is here. His opponent moved around the cage, so he walked into it.
Yep.
And that's the name of the game,
That was
man.
the end of the fight. Hell yeah, man. Now, have you ever got a liver shot?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, that's the worst.
Yeah. According to doctors, notice how when a lot of like boxers, I'm going to go back to boxing, they hit in the liver, they go down.
You have to, yeah.
Because your body, it pulls blood from your head. I'm not a doctor here, by the way. And because it wants to replenish the liver.
Right.
So it automatically puts you down. And you have to be leveled so you can get that blood back to the liver.
You can get hit hard in the face and you're like, come back strong.
Yeah.
But getting hit hard in the liver, there's no coming back from that one.
Yeah. Does it get damaged or bruised or anything?
Bruising? Yeah. Bruising for sure.
What's the longest recovery you've had after a fight?
After a fight?
Yeah, because we said this the shin, but...
Not the shin, but that's just stitches. Man, knock on wood. Nothing in a fight. There's always injuries during training.
Yeah.
But yeah, thankfully, nothing too crazy.
Okay, good.
Train hard, fight easy. Yeah.
Now, as far as like food, okay, you said you're always within 5 to 10 pounds, but is there a specific food that you like a diet or anything?
My diet is very basic, whole foods. I try to stay away from the processed stuff.
Okay.
Lot of red meat, of red meat and fish.
Yeah.
I eat chicken and poultry. It's not like one of my main protein sources. But yeah, fish, red meat, poultry. And then, just keep things simple. Rice, potatoes for carbs. I love bread, so I'll eat bread as a carb source. But again, that's a little bit more on the processed side.
Yeah.
And then just all types of
you got all those
fruits.
Refined flours and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I try to do like the organic bread or the organic flour. I don't know how much stock I put in that, but...
But you're Italian, right?
Yeah,
So as far as... Here, let me change the subject.
Okay,
we'll come back to it. Is Italian food in New York different than Italian food here in California?
100%. There's no Italian food here. Yeah. No, there's no pizza.
I said Olive Garden earlier.
Where's this Italian? There's like a couple Italian restaurants like in LA that I've been to.
Yeah.
But it is not good.
Yeah.
It's not good.
So you can tell the difference between a good and
sure,
bad.
For sure, yeah.
So
I wouldn't know exactly what the difference is. Maybe it's just placebo effect, but
I think it's the flours. You see what I'm saying? The way they prepare it. Because a lot of times,
I think the way they prepare it too is a big one.
So when you started talking about, your sugars and the different, I guess, carbs that you put in there, that it automatically took me to New York.
Yeah, right.
Because you have all the Italians making the pasta by hand.
Exactly. Yeah, and the breads, like there's a lot of bodegas and fresh bakeries.
Yeah,
there aren't like a lot of bakeries around here.
Yeah.
But in New York, Long Island, New York City, you go to your bakery and your guy there. They're cooking fresh bread, so
they're there at 4 o'clock in the morning.
You know
making
what you're
it
getting.
Fresh,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. What's that one? I don't know if he's a wrestler, but Mikey Muse.
Yeah, the jiu-jitsu guy.
Yes.
Yeah. Mikey Musumeci.
That's the one. He said all he eats is pizza and pasta.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, he's the real deal Italian.
Yeah, but he makes his pasta.
Gotcha.
So he knows
Yes.
what's in his food.
Exactly.
Yeah, so cool, man. Cool. Well, again, thank you so much, man. I've learned a lot from this guy. And
Thank you.
what I did is I actually posted your picture on YouTube, and I said, hey, we're going to have Nick Olson. Ask your questions, submit your questions. And yes, guess what? They always listen. Thank you so much for the subscriber. Every time I post something, ask questions. They come out with some good questions. So let me see how many questions they asked.
Cool.
So out of your picture, I think I posted it on Monday, I believe it was, or Tuesday. I got 10 questions.
All right.
So people wrote in, and let's go ahead and go for it. So these are the subscriber questions, guys. And then after this, we're going to get into the rapid fire questions.
All right.
All righty, cool. Let's see. First subscriber question. They said, how many shin checks before you stop feeling pain? And since we're just talking about leg kicks.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Till you stop feeling pain?
I guess you go numb.
Yeah,
I think
right,
that's what they were trying to
right,
say. That
yeah.
does your leg go numb?
That's a good question. I mean, like we were just talking about, I blew my shin open in one of my fights.
But you didn't feel pain, did you?
I didn't feel it, no. You
Yeah.
know, I mean, I saw the blood running down, but it's hard, man. Growing up with Taekwondo, it's just something you get used to.
Yeah.
I don't think the pain goes away, but you just like, oh, my foot hurts.
Yeah.
That's okay. I'm going to still use it anyways. But with Taekwondo, you know, you kick elbows, you kick arms. You know, it's a lot of damage on your own body.
Well, you said earlier you had the adrenaline going too.
Yeah,
so that's
exactly.
Like, okay.
Yeah, if you... You know what? The pain never goes away.
Yeah.
You just get better at handling it.
Got you.
You know,
Got
so
you.
that would be my advice. Like, you know, don't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Compartmentalize or
well,
something.
yeah,
whatever
exactly.
the word
Yeah,
is,
you
right?
just gotta
ChatGPT.
ignore it.
Absolutely. So guess what? He doesn't feel any
Just
pain.
yeah.
But if you
Keep-
want to sign
keep
up, he
doing
can kick you for no problem for free. Okay, subscriber question number 2. Let's say they said, have you ever had a moment in the fight where you wanted to smile or laugh?
Oh, that's funny. We were talking about
just
that
talking
too.
about that.
Yeah.
I got this. Let's just get this over with.
Yeah, a moment where I was smiling or laughing.
Amateur
I'm
or
trying
pro?
To, yeah. I'm trying to think through my fights.
He's probably all business. That's
I
why.
no, yeah. You know what? I don't even touch gloves in the beginning of fights.
You're one of those.
I don't touch gloves in the beginning of fights.
Ooh.
No, I try to keep my poker face.
There you go.
You know, whether I'm hurt, whether I'm enjoying it.
Yeah.
I try not to show any emotion.
Wow.
No anger, no hatred, but also not the cockiness.
Poker
neither.
face. That's
Yeah.
They don't know what's coming.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't even like to touch gloves. You know what? I'll touch gloves like if it goes to the 3rd round.
Yeah.
I've touched gloves then.
Got it.
But beginning of the fight, you know, guys will like
Yeah.
put their fist up, and I'm like, you know, and again, there's no emotion behind it. It's not because I don't like you. It's not because I'm trying to
Psych 'em out. Yeah,
it's just me, you
Got
know.
you.
But
Well,
also, it's my fear to like showboat or give them a smirk, and then you get smacked in the mouth. Or
There you
get
go. But you
caught.
already know you're winning the fight, though.
Exactly,
You got the rounds.
yeah.
Right? It's like, again, just to bring up Canelo yesterday, when he headbutted Crawford.
Yeah.
He goes, oh, sorry, bro. Sorry, bro.
Exactly. Right.
I was like, no, I'm still going to come back and beat the shit out of you. Hell yeah. All right. Another subscriber question. So the answer was
No.
no, he hasn't. He's all business. Poker
face,
face.
yeah.
Poker
Game
face.
face.
Cool. What is the hardest hit you've ever taken, and did it change the way you fight?
Yeah, so in that knockout video you saw,
Yeah.
he hits me with a big hook, and I just see a flash, and I'm trying to back out.
fuck.
So I was still awake until he got me again. But that one ended up putting me out. Yeah, I've been hit a couple hard times, like right in the nose and right in the cheek, and when you feel those, you try not to change your game or your posture too much. That's what I try to do, is not change my posture.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the hardest thing, is sticking to your game plan after you get hit hard.
But you also don't want to show your opponent that you're hurt.
Exactly.
You're like,
exactly.
oh,
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
I don't mind, like, if I get hit, I'll put my guard up a little bit higher.
Yeah.
But I try not to retreat too much. I also try not to like come in.
Yeah.
You get hit back and guys just swing back.
Yeah.
And that's when they get countered easy.
Wow.
So again, it's all about the poker face. Whether I get hit, whether I hit them,
Yeah.
I change nothing. I
Gotcha.
try to. I
Okay.
try.
There you go. Next subscriber question. What's your recovery routine after a war in the ring?
After a tough fight is
I like the cold plunge.
yeah, that's good. You know what? You feel what I've noticed is even if it's a tough fight, the next day you'll feel all right. The day after you feel all right.
2 days.
But then you start to slope down
Yep.
and you come through that crash. So it's just riding the wave,
Yeah.
stay hydrated,
Yeah.
rest.
Yeah.
Keep training light.
Do you recarb?
Yeah, big time. You have
Really?
to. You have to. I try not to fall off the wagon too much.
Yeah.
Because I have finished a fight and then you eat all the sugar and all the BS.
Yeah.
And it hits you twice as hard. So
Yeah.
again, routine, right?
Yeah.
Like even that week afterwards, I treat it like a fight camp week where diet's on point, recovery's on point, and then after that week post fight,
Yeah.
you can kind of live normal life again.
Uh,
So about a week.
I said normal. There's nothing normal about
Nothing
you, but you're
normal,
still.
no, yeah.
With me, if I again, here we go. If I were to fight and I win or lose, whatever, I'm taking 3 months off, bro.
3
I'm not going to
months?
the gym.
No,
I'm
come
going
on.
to Hawaii.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just chilling. All right, here's another subscriber question. Have you ever been in a street fight, and did that make you want to fight?
I've never been in a street fight.
Uh-huh.
Living in New York City, there was once or twice I had like a homeless guy. Like one time, a homeless guy hit me when I wasn't even looking.
How old were you?
This was when I was living in the city. I was mid-20s
Oh, okay.
or whatever. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. But typical.
fights.
Yeah, I was like looking at my phone, waiting across the street, and boom, he headbutts me.
Was he trying to rob you or something?
No, he headbutts me, and I look up as this dirty homeless man, and he starts to walk away.
Yeah.
And I think he was like drunk or whatever. But he just turned around and looked at
Wow.
me, and just on instinct, I hit him and put him out.
Did you leave him there?
He fell down.
Yeah.
And then, like, a couple seconds later, he just walked off his own direction.
Oh, so he didn't get out. Oh, fuck you, man.
Yeah. Oh, no, dude, he was bad. I hit him hard. And you know what? This was like a week before one of my fights.
Yeah, yeah.
So I was already keyed up.
Wow.
No proper street fight, but a couple of bum fights.
I used to be in a lot of school fights.
Really?
And that's one of the reasons why I never pursued it. I'm like, shit, I had
Right,
enough of my fights at school. I'm like, why am I going to do that?
I'm the other way around. I had enough in training. I didn't want to fight in school.
Yeah. I don't want to say that I won. I don't think nobody ever wins in a school
Wins a
fight.
no.
You see what I'm saying?
Exactly. I agree.
And then a couple of those because of girls. So after that,
Oh,
I'm
come
like,
on,
dude, I ain't
dude.
fighting
Yeah,
over
you
no
can't
fucking
fight over
girl,
a
bro. It's, you talking to my girl? I'm like, dude, I ain't talking to your girl.
Exactly.
I said, bro, you're not going to end up with her anyway, man. Come on.
You know what they say?
Uh,
She's not your girl. It's just your turn.
it's not your girl. It's just your turn. Hell yeah.
I didn't say it, I just heard it.
Yeah. That's true. That's true. But there's some people that marry their high school freaking love and shit.
Hey, it's a thing of beauty when that happens.
That's cool, man.
I can't
That's
ask for
cool.
much more.
Yeah, but you've only test driven one car though. You see what I'm saying? I need more cars, man, because
I
they
get
go
it,
out of
man.
style. You see what I'm saying?
Hey, I
they got a
get
couple
it.
dents, a couple scratches.
Hey, you
The
ain't gotta
radio don't
tell
work no
me.
more.
Yeah, things don't work the same
There
way.
you go. Let's see another subscriber question. How do you handle nerves before a walkout?
Mm-hmm.
Do you hype yourself up or stay calm? And I'm gonna answer the second part. Stay calm.
Yeah, for sure. I'm
Yeah.
I'm more on the stay calm side.
Yeah.
But you gotta have the energy, man.
Yeah.
Like I try to use those nerves
Yeah.
and turn them into something positive.
That's cool.
The nerves are there, but instead of being nervous, because I might get hurt, I might lose. It's like, all right, I'm nervous, but let's go. Like
Okay.
let's turn it up. This is, I don't know,
Yeah.
your time to perform. You got your friends and family coming to support you.
Mm-hmm.
It's I try to think about things bigger than the fight
Yeah.
to give me motivation.
Got you. This next question, it sounds like we already answered, but I'm going to ask him out of respect. They said, what's the worst injury you've had so far in training or in a fight?
I fractured my mandible, which is the jawbone.
Oh,
yeah, man.
You didn't have to get it wired shut or anything.
Yeah.
Are you fucking serious?
It's happened a couple of times. That seems to be my Achilles heel.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. But thankfully, is it was just a broken bone. You know, I've never had like knee issues or shoulder issues.
I'm touching mine to feel it.
I know, man.
So is it this part right here?
Yeah, one time it split right here in the middle, and this was like way back in the day when I was still doing taekwondo.
Yeah.
And then another time, it split here.
Oh, shit.
Wired shut, man.
Absolutely. Again, I'm going to bring up Tina. She said they broke her, what is this called?
Orbital bone.
Orbital bone. Oh, yeah, she had to get 2 surgeries.
Yeah. So, like I said, the broken jaw is a shitty one, but all things considered, it was like breaking an arm. You cast it up, and you're fine. So, thankfully, no soft tissue, no.
You know what sucks? This is your job, bro. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We could get it. We get hurt anywhere. You can get hurt camping. You know, you break a leg, whatever. But this is your job.
Yeah,
you're going into work for this.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
And that's why you got to make sure it's worth it.
Yeah.
You know, that's why like I don't really give a shit about money, man. I fight for bigger reasons. Because if I was fighting for money, a simple injury, I'd be like, all right, it's not worth the money.
What was your amateur record? Do you remember?
I mean, you have to have a winning record. I was maybe 4-3 or 5-4. Yeah.
Did you want to go pro? Your coaches?
I want to go pro.
You wanted to go pro?
For sure.
Really?
Yeah.
A lot of times what happens is, and this isn't a subscriber question.
Okay.
You fought so many amateurs, it's like easy. You know how they say they fight a bunch of cans? It's like, dude, I don't want to fight these guys
exactly.
no more.
I want to fight a good level. Exactly.
Yeah.
And that was always the goal with going pro, was not necessarily to make money, but I was like, I want to test myself. I want to test myself against a real deal, you know, someone who's good. You know, not just some amateur.
Wow.
But even the amateurs are good too, man. Like I said, my amateur record wasn't perfect, and I took good fights.
Yeah. I've known a lot of undefeated amateur fighters, and it's cool because they've never lost. But the thing is, I believe, and this is just my opinion, and please don't take an offense, they don't want to go pro because they're going to lose that record.
You got to look at the guys they're fighting.
Yeah.
I don't just look at the opponent, but like who have they fought?
Yeah.
And how do they win? Does this guy just get a bunch of decisions, or is this guy knocking people out?
Yeah.
There's another big difference.
Yeah.
You might be undefeated, but if you just win on decisions all the time, that's not that impressive.
Got it.
If you're maybe 1 loss or 2 losses, but all your wins you're knocking these guys out or submitting them, I'm going to look at you differently.
Yeah. I've also known a lot of amateur fighters that lost more than they won, but they went pro, and then
they crushed it. That's the name of the game.
Yeah.
Like I said, man, it's all fighting. Whether you're amateur or pro, man, it's all money in the bank.
There it is, bro. There it is. Let's see. Last question. Do you cut a lot of weight for fights? And we already know the answer, but I'll ask it again. And if so, what is your go-to post-weigh-in meal?
Post-weigh-in meal. Yeah, no, I typically don't cut. I mean, I cut weight, but I'm not like dieting down and then cutting the weight.
Yeah.
I'm already at my cut weight where I can just lose water.
Yeah.
Take a couple meals out.
Yeah.
But after a weight cut, first thing is always hydration.
Got
so
you.
Making sure you get all your electrolytes, vitamins, minerals.
You hear that, Pellegrino? Sponsor the show, man.
Come on. And get the hydration down first, and then it's usually some sort of like liquefied food, whether it's like a smoothie or a carb supplement, protein supplement, because that's just gonna help your body digest a little bit.
Well, you don't want to
easier.
shock it too freaking soon,
Exactly, yeah, or even like a bone broth or something.
Damn.
And then you can go into your meals.
You guys are very scientific with your body.
You have
You've known
to be.
it's like a bodybuilder.
And also, it's like the experience, like you learn what works well with your body, you know, and there's a million different ways to diet.
Got you.
But you have to figure out what works best for you.
No, absolutely. Absolutely. Cool. Well, those are all the subscribers. So thank you guys that wrote in.
Good questions.
Yeah, absolutely. Good questions. And you know what's funny is a lot of the people that write in, they're actually amateur fighters.
Cool.
So when I say, this he's a pro fighter, they're like, oh, I want to ask questions. So they have like their mini podcast by going through the questions.
Yeah.
So I appreciate you guys. Well, if you don't mind, what I want to do now is I want to go into the rapid fire questions. So the one answer, quick,
just
bro.
one answer?
One answer,
All
man.
right.
Just quick jabs. Pop, pop, pop.
Test my sharpness.
That's
here.
it, man. Here we go. So now we're going to go into the rapid fire, and then after that, we'll wrap it up, man. Cool. Here we go. You ready? Mm-hmm. Leg kick or liver shot?
Liver shot.
All right. If you can KO any fictional character, who would it be?
Fictional character? Something from Lord of the Rings.
Okay.
I love that movie. That's what I've been watching.
Got it.
One of those evil guys from Lord of the Rings.
I don't even know the names. For me, it's The Rock, dude. For some reason, I just can't stand The Rock. If I can just go, bah, that's it.
You better make it count. If you do.
I better run fast too, right? Well, he's kind of big. He probably doesn't have any cardio in him.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Street fight or zombie horde, whatever that is.
Zombie horde.
Zombie
For
horde?
sure, I'll fight one of those off.
There you go. Even though you might get bit and you turn into a zombie.
Well, if this is my fantasy, I'm going to have guns and weapons, all that stuff.
A chainsaw to chop their heads off, right? What's your fight night cheat meal?
Burgers. Easy.
Really? From where?
Always. Homemade.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Smash burger?
Smash burger.
Fuck yeah.
Onions, everything.
Yeah. You chop them up and mix it in. Oh, hell yeah. Those are the best, bro.
It is, yeah. Toast your bun a little bit. Get like the little, In-N-Out burger sauce or whatever.
Well, did you know McDonald's sauce? And I just found this out a couple years ago. McDonald's sauce is mustard and ketchup mixed together.
Right. Yeah.
With a little bit of mayonnaise.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, I'm like, dude, hell yeah.
Not bad.
Hell yeah. Ever shadow boxed in public?
Yep.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Were you somewhere in line or something?
No, nothing random like that. But I'll go train like at the beach or in the park.
Oh, okay.
I do my movement shadow
Got
boxing.
you. One of the things I do, and I've said this before, is every Monday, like tomorrow, I start a new class.
Okay.
So for me to get loose, I shadow box in my office.
There you go.
I have a double end bag in my office.
Yes, there you go. Yeah.
So I'll just go pa, 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 and then I'm all loose and I'll get a little bit of heat going.
Yeah.
All right,
there you
motherfuckers,
go.
I'm your
Now
trainer
you're
for the
ready.
next 5 days.
There you go.
Right? Cool. Let's go to another one. Which fighter would play you in a movie? If they had to make a movie about you.
Which fighter?
Yeah.
Let's do Wonder Boy.
Which one's Wonder Boy?
Stephen Thompson.
Stephen Thompson.
Yeah,
All
Wonder
right.
Boy.
Cool. Who wins in a brawl? Muay Thai fighter or pro wrestler?
Oh, Muay Thai fighter.
Really?
And is the wrestler gonna take him down?
Whatever. Just win.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I think the Muay Thai
The
fighter.
Muay Thai fighter is
Hell
going to
yeah.
fit. All right. Last time you got humbled in the gym?
What was
For
it?
me, it's every day.
yesterday. Yeah,
Yes.
always, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
always. I don't know. I'm already a humble guy. I always try to learn, and even if someone's worse than me, they can
Yeah.
always teach you something.
Got you.
So yeah,
Striking or grappling?
striking.
Striking. I know
Easy
that one. Yeah, that was on there already.
Love it.
Here we go. You ready? Mm-hmm. Steak or pasta?
Steak.
Steak. West Coast or East Coast?
East Coast, baby.
Really?
Yeah. Come on, New York.
Ah, come on, man. But we got the best weather, bro.
I know that is the
Yeah.
lifestyle is great here.
Yeah.
But,
Did you have a car in New York?
Not when I was living in Manhattan. No, but growing up Long Island is normal. Yeah, I had a car there. But not in the city. No.
I noticed in New York, all the cars are beat to shit, bro.
You have to,
Nobody has a nice car
Not
there.
like here. No, you going to the car wash has been a culture shock for me.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. And then one thing I noticed, obviously it snows there. All the freaking cars are rusted
They're
from the bottom.
rusted, yeah.
There's holes
It's
you can see through
not-
inside.
Exactly, yeah.
So if somebody hits your car, be like, nah, I don't give a
no
shit.
big deal. Yeah,
Hell yeah.
exactly. It's different.
Hell yeah. KO or submission?
KO.
All right. Early finish or 5-round war?
If I have to pick.
Yeah.
Because the early finish is never that fun,
Yeah.
But then the war is a tough one.
I say 5-round war.
I'll pick that one too.
Yeah.
If it's my ideal, it's like second round finish, second or third round finish.
I love first round finishes, but the thing is, especially if you're the main fight,
It's
I
empty.
waited fucking 4 hours,
no,
bro.
it's empty.
For a first round. Oh, come on, bro. I gotta put
know.
this suit on just so I can come support you.
The only time I like a first round finish is if I'm watching a friend or a teammate fight.
Got you.
You know what I mean? I'm like, okay, good. They got
Yeah.
it done with. Don't have to stress.
And it has to be a knockout. Can't be in a submission.
Yeah.
I'd rather, pow, okay,
That's
done.
it. You catch them.
All right. If you weren't MMA fighting, what would you be doing right now?
I'd be a butcher.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Do you cook other than burgers?
I like to cook. I'm not like a chef by any
Yeah.
means, but I can put the basics together. But
Really?
one of my things is I want to learn how to like properly butcher.
What's your favorite cut?
Poultry, cows, pigs. I go for ribeye,
Ribeye?
or bottom sirloin.
Got you. A little softer, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So you'd be a butcher right now. Damn.
Yeah.
So you'd be like, would you be sparring in there like Rocky?
Right, yeah.
Right?
I didn't even think about that,
Yeah,
but
right.
yeah, beating up the half cows.
Hell yeah. Who would win in a fight in their prime?
Okay.
GSP or Khabib?
Wow, that's a good one. I'll give GSP.
GSP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just because I feel like his striking is there a little bit more.
Yeah.
And let's not even take the weight difference into
No, I
account.
don't
Let's
care
say they're
about
the
that.
same weight. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like GSP would have enough grappling defense to maybe neutralize it.
Yeah.
And then he also has amazing, I think his striking could beat him.
Absolutely. What's your walkout song?
50 Cent, If I
Which-
Can't.
Really?
It's called If I Can't.
Really? Okay.
Classic. Come on, he's a New York guy.
Yeah.
Gotta represent.
Absolutely.
But
man.
that's been my only walkout song for
Yeah.
every fight.
New York Yankees or San Diego Padres?
Yankees.
Yankees?
Got to. If you said Mets, maybe I would choose
Okay.
Padres, but Yankees for sure.
Okay, well, let's change it since you brought up Mets. Mets or the LA Dodgers since you're up in.
Yeah, I'll take the Dodgers.
You take the Dodgers?
For sure.
I like
Yeah,
the
they ain't
Dodgers.
bad. Yeah, I like them.
I like the
'em.
Dodgers. Who's winning the Super Bowl next year?
That's a good. Who won last year? The Chiefs. The
Yeah, the
Chiefs.
Chiefs.
Yeah, they're not going to make it this year.
You think so?
I don't think so.
Oh, wow. Minnesota's doing good.
Right?
Because they got all the
Yeah.
male cheerleaders there.
Yeah. Oh, geez, really? I don't follow football that closely. Maybe in the new year we'll figure it
Yeah,
out.
it's,
but
I think it's too close to
it's
call.
too early. Yeah.
Yeah, it's too early. All right, man. Let me see. Any fight you would want to redo?
Yeah,
Obviously a
there's a
rematch.
couple. My first professional fight.
Uh-huh.
I can't remember his first name. His last name was Gunnarsson.
Uh-huh.
And he finished me with the choke. But it was one of those fights where I beat myself. I gassed out. I was just made bad choices. But we had a great first round.
Cool.
And I go into that second round like dog shit.
Wow.
And he capitalized. So I would love to redo that.
I like
one.
your honesty, man. I like your honesty.
Yes, you
Hell
got
yeah.
to.
Like I said, if ever I were to fight and I lost, I'd be happy.
Exactly.
I'm like,
yeah.
hell yeah, man. Fuck yeah. And then obviously I'd see what I did wrong. You see
Yeah,
what I'm
you
saying?
beat yourself up a little
Yeah.
bit in the moment.
But I'm not gonna freaking lose sleep over it. It's like, hey, dude, I was in the ring. It's like, Andrew Tate, what color's your Bugatti? I didn't see you in the ring, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Hell yeah. All right, and here's some of our famous questions.
Hit me.
What hurts more, stepping on a Lego or getting leg kicked?
The Lego's a tough one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could check a leg kick, but every time I've stepped on a Lego or something, I go down.
Yeah, because it's always in the middle of the night or
Yeah,
somewhere. You're not
some
expecting
BS,
it. At
yeah.
least a leg kick, okay, here it comes, right? You can brace for it, right?
The Lego's a tough one.
There
yeah.
you go. And the famous question we always ask, if you were to fight a Ninja Turtle, who would it be and why?
Michelangelo.
Really?
Because he's the nicest one. I
He's
feel
the
like we
coolest
could
one.
have like a fun fight.
Uh-huh.
Raphael would kick your ass.
Yeah.
Donnie would kick your ass. But yeah, Michelangelo, he's the funny one.
Yeah.
That would be a good spar.
I asked one of these young fighters one time, he goes, what are the Ninja Turtles?
Ah,
I'm
no.
like, oh,
No
bro.
way. Come
I had to
on.
do Power Rangers.
Yeah, okay, all
Yeah.
right.
So it's
At
like,
least you can know that.
I know the Power Ranger. Okay, who would you fight
Just
at
pick a random
Yeah, I
color.
think he picked the pink one. No, I'm just saying. But anyway, man, like always, thank you again, Nick, for coming out here, bro. I learned a lot from you. I always learn a lot from a lot of fighters, but you're not going to leave here empty-handed. I don't know if you've seen the show before, but every time all the fighters leave here, I always give them a gift.
Nice,
And what I do is I
man.
give them the
Nice.
golden dog tags that you saw.
Amazing, dude.
I was in the Marine Corps. And
This is awesome.
yeah. And it says on there, I was on the Moth Guard Out podcast hosted by the Tailor, and that's what they call me, the Tailor.
That's sweet.
So it's
dude,
just a
yeah.
little piece of the military.
Hey
that I
man,
give
thank you. Like you said, I
Absolutely,
always
bro.
appreciate the service and your
Yeah.
whole family. You know,
absolutely.
doing the same, man. It's
Yeah.
good stuff.
And also, now that I gave you a gift, you got to give me a gift too.
Lunch is on me then. How about that?
Let me get your credit card. No, I need you to sign the table, brother.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah, so that's the gift that I asked from everybody. There's room over here. There's room. Let me move the candle. I know it's starting to fill up.
Yeah,
but
let me take it over here.
So you're going to be on the Hall of Fame. It's the Table of Fame. And you don't have a fighter name, do you?
No.
What happened?
They asked me.
Yeah.
You know me, poker face, dude. I'll try not to give too much away.
Oh, there you go. There you go. So usually they put their name and their fighter name, but if you want, just put your name and the date.
What's today?
Uh,
We're in September.
September. So just put September 2025. Well, let's do this. Since you don't have a fighter name, let's put your gym name.
Yeah.
So I know it. Let's put like right here under your name.
I'm gonna put RGA for Renzo Gracie Academy, and I'm also gonna put Kings
both of them.
as well.
Both of them. Hell yeah. Kings MMA. Look at that. Boom. So you are part of history now.
Nice, man.
So one of the ongoing jokes is once I sell this table for $5 million, I'm gonna split it up with all the fighters.
There you go.
Man.
Awesome.
So if a Lambo shows up in front of your house, that's me, bro.
We made it.
Yeah,
Yep.
you made it, bro. What color do you want?
I gotta do the dark purple.
Let's do the hell yeah.
The classic one.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. That's what is that one Lamborghini called? Not the
I know the Hurricane.
not the Huracan. There's the shit. I don't know my Lambos.
Me neither.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know.
But if it shows up, it'll be purple.
Good to know.
That'll be
Thank you.
purple. Absolutely. And another thing we do is we always face off because that's what I use for the thumb.
Okay, nice.
So if you don't mind, you can take
Yeah.
your headphones off if you
Okay.
want. And I'm gonna put mine over
We're
here.
just
Right
on
here.
the, yeah, cool.
So what we'll do is we'll scoot up right here, and then we'll just square ourselves right here.
Look
this
at the
is gonna be-
camera.
Yep, right there. 1, 2, 3, and then we'll look at each other. 1, 2, 3. Perfect.
Nice, man.
Nick, thank you so much, brother. Thank you so much
My
for coming
pleasure,
out.
dude.
Let me put my headphones back on. This will probably be posted either the end of September or the beginning of October. But check him out, guys. Nick Olson, you're on Tapology. Check him out
Yep.
on there, and he's also part of Kings MMA. But thank you so much, brother. What I'm gonna do now is I'm starving, so guess what? I'm taking this guy to lunch, man. So again, guys, this is Ruben the Tailor from Mouth Guard. We got Nick Olson, Kings MMA, and then RGA. Is that it? RGA?
That's Renzo Gracie Academy.
Renzo Gracie. So check them out, guys. Other than that, how can they find you? Are you on Instagram? or anything?
Instagram, just my name, Nick Olson. I'm on YouTube, Kicks MMA.
Uh-huh.
Try to share some love and knowledge
Yeah.
on there as well. So check it
It's
out.
Nick Olson, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So check them out, and I am going to be strolling your information here so they can follow you.
Amazing.
But other than that, guys, we are done. Thank you so much. We will see you guys soon. Peace. Thank you, brother.
My pleasure, dude.
Step into the ring, yeah, we taught that fight life. Yeah. Mouth Guard, our podcast where we shine that bright